Velina mai kako. Welcome to Keep It Aloha, a podcast that keeps it aloha by bringing Hawaii's history out of the textbooks and onto the canvas. I'm your host, Kamaka, and I hope you're ready for a history lesson today. We got an exciting episode today with two very talented guests. But before we introduce them, I gotta tell you about this week's giveaway. You already know here on the Keep It Aloha podcast, we give away $500 or more in prizes every single week, all of 2026. Congrats to last week's winner for taking home the Pikachu with a gray felt hat promo card worth over $600. Shout out to Javin from Paradise Cards for hooking that up. This week's giveaway is provided by our two guests today. To enter, all you have to do is head to our Instagram and find the giveaway post. The full details will be in the description. The first place winner will receive a 24 by 36 kipu'upu'u regiment on canvas valued at $500 and an exclusive Chief of War cast painting. Second to fifth place winners will receive an exclusive Chief of War cast painting each. These paintings are not available for sale, so this is your only chance to get them. I'll be pulling the winners on Wednesday and announcing them on Instagram. For an extra 10 entries, email nicole@keepitaloha.com the secret word/phrase from this episode, as well as your favorite Hawaiian historical figure. And as always, the prizes and entry instructions can change every week, so make sure you're following us and listening to the full episode so you don't miss a chance to win. Good luck and enjoy this episode. All right, let's introduce our guests. It's almost one of my favorite times of the year again. Merry Monarch season is here. I'm looking forward to heading home to Hilo next month, and I hope you are too. Even if you don't have tickets to the festival, it's not too late to holo holo to Hilo for the day and support local artisans at the Merry Monarch Hawaiian Arts and Crafts Fair. Hawaiian Airlines is making it easy with complimentary shuttles from the Hilo airport to shopping stops from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Thursday, April 9th and Friday, April 10th in partnership with Big Island Candies and Waiakea. And if you're a Hawaii resident and Huaka'ibai Hawaiian member, your quarterly Neighbor Island discount just dropped in your Atmos wallet. Now good for up to 6 guests. Perfect timing for a Hilo day trip. Our guests today are Native Hawaiian entrepreneurs from the island of Oahu. Our first guest is a multidisciplinary artist, historian, and genealogist whose work brings Hawaiian history and ancestral stories to life through powerful visual art. His paintings often portray aliʻi and figures from the Hawaiian history with deep research and cultural respect, honoring the moʻolelo and legacy of our kūpuna. He comes from a long line of storytellers and historians and is even a descendant of John Palmer Parker of Parker Ranch and Rachael Keliʻikipikanekaolohaka Ohiaku, a great-granddaughter of Kamehameha I. Most recently, he was hired to create promotional artwork for Jason Momoa's epic series Chief of War. Alongside him is our next guest, his wife, mother of their beautiful children, biggest supporter and business partner who helps bring his work to the world and support the mission behind the art. Together, their work is about more than just art. It's about preserving history, honoring genealogy, and making sure the stories of our kūpuna continue to live on for future generations. I am so stoked to talk stories with both of them today. They are Brook Parker and Drena Parker. Aloha, Brook and Dina. Welcome to the Keep It Aloha podcast. How you both doing?
Aloha. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, that was a long one. So thank you for sitting through. That was about 3 minutes. You guys are very patient. Aho Nui is definitely in your blood.
And maikai on the pronunciation of the middle names, bro.
Mahalo, yeah.
Home run, bro.
Just gotta break it down little by
Yeah,
little.
that's it. Makes it easy, right? Yeah.
I mean, it is intimidating, even as a speaker, to see a long Hawaiian name.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know like where you have to break it up sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah, especially if there's no diacritical marks.
Because the Hawaiians were famous for throwing curveballs.
Yeah.
They do meanings all the time, a lot of times, yeah.
Yeah.
Could mean that, could mean this.
They wanted us to stay ready so we didn't have to get ready.
Very good. Very good.
But super stoked that you're both here today. I really enjoyed, the Taisei and Kenji's podcast with both of you on. I saw all the clips and about, the artifacts, the paintings, the history, your own legacies. So I'm super stoked that you get to share that on our podcast today. And shout out to the Lee brothers. Those are solid brothers out on the west side. So I'm excited to go on their podcast later, I think next month. But I just want to get to know you both. So I want to start at the beginning. Where are you from? Where are you grad? And what was it like growing up?
Yeah.
And I know you brought some visuals to help us understand the whole story of the Parker Ohana.
Yeah, I did. Honey, you go first. You want to go first?
Yeah, Wahines first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, my middle name is Ka'uakoku Ipuhaya Punina Moku, which was
Beautiful.
handed down from my tutu. And it was, when I was sitting on the couch with my tutu one day, I asked her, what does her name mean? And she said her aunt had a dream. And in this dream, a great aliʻi was going to be born. And so it talked about the islands, and it was that there was a rainbow, but the rainbow was broken up in the sky, and that you could see it all over. And that was that ho'ailona, that something great was going to happen. And so I have that middle name from my tutu, who I love very much, and she's my hero.
Wow.
Just a very kind lady. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was born here on Oahu, and my mother is Regina Stant. My father is Dwayne Kalani. Was born here, raised in Papukolea for a bit until I was age 11. My dad was on his third wife. My mom was on her third husband. I call it looking for love in all those places because they both worked for Pan American Airlines. And I left with my father at age 11 and went to Arizona and was raised in Arizona until I graduated high school. Eventually went to college, full ride scholarship to play volleyball in Utah, Weber State. And then I would come home during the summer, and that's when I met my husband.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wow. And very, it sounds like you have a very similar story to my girlfriend who, was born here, went to school here. Her mom was in Arizona because her parents split. So she went to high school in Arizona and came back after college.
Yeah, there was always that longing I knew I would end up back here because I missed home. This was always home. I felt good here. I felt spirit of Aloha. So I always wanted to come home. I just didn't know when.
Well, it all happened when it was supposed to happen, right?
Yeah.
Where's your popale from? It's so beautiful.
This one, I believe, is we trade a lot.
Oh, okay.
So this one is a trade from one of my daughter's 2015 Kamehameha graduate. This is from her friend, and we traded a piece of art and for the hat and a couple other things. And so, and
My cousin Rick, St. Nicholas made the hulu.
hat band.
Oh,
so
nice.
yeah,
He did all chief of all stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Rick.
super cool.
He's from
we
Yeah.
Modesto.
trade a lot. We're very open to
those-
Yeah. So you guys like trade out there?
Yeah. I trade Pokemon cards for stuff, so I guess similar.
We can
Yeah.
that. Can
go
be
talk to my son, bro.
Yeah.
He loved Kuniahi. He loved that, my boy. So, how old is Kuniahi now?
Kuniahi
30
is
something.
34.
Yeah.
He's the oldest.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to be 33. So
Yeah,
and
it's good.
I saw he's 2010 grad and 2011. So
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what about you, the Kane of the family?
Grew up in Kahalu'u, a place called Wailao, right along the water. My great-grandma owned about 2 acres, so still got plenty of cousins on there, the Keliʻikis, of course, the Parker, the McCollums, all those guys. And it was a wonderful place to grow up. It really was. I have 5 brothers, no sister. My dad's name is David Paul Parker. He's from Kalihi. He's 53 grad Kamehameha Schools. Mom is also from Kalihi. Her name is Patricia Moani Ke'alakauka, was her maiden name. She's, mommy is 59 grad Farrington with the Governor Cayetano.
Oh, wow.
But they met at church. Me and Drena met at a church dance, and they raised 5 sons. 6 of us down right along the water. So I learned how to swim like a lot of you. Dad takes you out, you go out on a boat right off the sandbar, show you in the deep blue water, and you learn how to swim fast.
Figure them out.
That's how we learned how to swim. And grew up there for a while, then moved later on closer to Kaneohe. And I attended Heia King and Castle High School. And didn't get into Kamehameha. People think because I do a lot of Hawaiian, you went Kamehameha? I said, no, I didn't. So I graduated in 1979 and then went to BYU Hawaii a little while. Mostly pounders. Yeah, I wasn't going clear.
Founders
failed.
University.
Then I served a church mission in South Dakota and came home and started working. But I've been drawing my whole life, and let me show you guys.
Yeah. Share
that's
this with us.
Like Drena said, this is everybody. Yeah. Best thing about being parents is eventually you're gonna be grandparents, and so this is our two mo'o, and it's my especially for me, it's my redo, my do-over. Yeah, need plenty learning how to be a father up here, but big job is too. So when I miss them, I pink them all the time. Yeah, they were born and raised in Utah, but I make them Hawaiian stuff because I'm the artist. And
I love it.
this is our kids, Papa Kole and Kalihi, all Paul school already, graduated college, and they all have their own phone plan.
Hey, wow, and dental insurance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there you go. After 26, that's why you gotta get your own. I know.
And they're all doing good. They're all good people. They got good friends, and as parents, they're as what do you call them? Our jewels, yeah, our treasures, our treasures, and. We empty nesters now. We miss them a lot, but we know they're gonna do great things for them, for their own families and so. But my art journey started since we're on the subject. My dad used to paint on the weekends. Yeah, this is dad's stuff. Wow. He was a truck driver for EC&D. That's the cement used to be on Middle Street. But he used to paint, and dad is not. He was not school trained or anything. Just like me, we never go out school stuff, but. He loved that subject, so in growing up in my house, we had a big library of his reference books on the art, on the Hawaiian stuff, and then, of course, the church things too. But as long as I put back the book, when I took it out, if I didn't, then I would remember to do it the next time. I wouldn't forget. But this is some of his artwork, and fascinating to me because I kind of got drawn into that in the early mid-1970s was the Hawaiian Renaissance, You had Hokulea, you had the Stop the Bombing of Kaho'olawe, you had Hawaiian language coming back, and you had Uncle Rocky and Auntie Lucia Jensen started Halinawa. Now, Kalakaua was the one when he was king. He brought all of that back because before him, all the influences, that's not good, we don't do that anymore. But he said, I the king, tell me what to do. The Merry Monarch, they monarched him, but he brought back the dance and all of that, moʻolelo and stuff like that. And so Uncle Rocky, Auntie Lucia started Halinawa, Daddy joined, and with Joe Momoa, Jason's dad, incredible artist. Yeah, he was a member of that. Herb Kane, and myriad of different Hawaiian artists. I remember as a fifth grader going to the first show at the AmFac building. I thought before that time in the 60s growing up that only my dad did Hawaiian art. So the first time I saw the Kanakas doing Hawaiian art, and I never thought I'd follow in their footsteps. But lo and behold, here we are, and continue to learn my craft just by comics was another big one.
Yeah, I heard you were into Speed Racer and Conan the Barbarian, right?
Yeah, and then because of that, I met a guy named Frank Frazetta. And his art, they set the bar, bro. That's the creme de la creme, yeah. You ain't gonna get any better than those guys if you like that kind of stuff. So in 2008, Kamehameha schools, I was doing a lot of projects for them, doing a big project for them. They were gonna do Ruling Chiefs of Hawaii by Samuel Kamakau. They were gonna reprint it. I wasn't painting yet, so they commissioned us to do. I say us because I might be the guy putting the paint on the canvas, but if it wasn't for my wife, I cannot. I get plenty of friends, they artists too, but they got to do both. They got to do the business side, and they got to do the art side. And then a lot of times, one or both sides suffer because cannot. So I'm thankful for her. She take care of all that other stuff, so I can just sit down and create. Yeah.
We were talking before the podcast, right? Everybody got their strengths, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she reads the room well. I don't read the room well. I'm Hawaiian. I'm too giving a lot of times.
Yeah. Well, you don't read, you draw.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly, bro.
I got you. Yeah.
And a lot of times, I don't know if you peel out until you the kind, or you already went stab you in the back. Too late there, brother. Yeah. So anyway,
you come home, you get 5 knives in the back. Gina's like, bro, what's that? Why your shirt's sticking up like that?
Exactly, bro. So preaching to the choir, but at the same time, I'm thankful for her. But They were going to send us to Kona to do a retreat with the publishing side. They wanted me to talk, and so I was excited. Went Kona. Doesn't Herb Kane live in Kona? I'll call my dad. Hey, Dad. Yeah. Kamehameha School sending us Kona for a retreat. And think I can meet Herb Kane? My father. Brah. He getting old now. He don't like any Niele guys coming over to his house. Yeah. He don't like visitors. He never liked giving interviews. But since you're my son, I'll ask him. Thanks, Dad. Hey, I'm not making any promises. I said, I know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Try, no can. He said, give me a couple of days. I'll call him. I said, okay. A couple of days later, Daddy called me back. Hey, Dad, how's it? You're in luck. He's agreed to see you. I go, oh, right on. This is his personal number. He's waiting for your call. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, yes, Dad. You get over there, shut your mouth, don't ask too much questions, and don't take pictures without asking permission. I said, yes, sir. So me and Gina went, found past the place where you get the Ono pork chops by the pink Lagano, I forget. You know which one, everybody go eat pork chops in South Kona. Minago Hotel.
Yeah. It's the really old restaurant.
Right past that, mile marker, turn left, go up by the Hala Bush. That's his gallery, his house hold on now. So he's walking around, coming out of his studio. He sees he's greeting us in the parking. The first thing I said to him, oh, Mr. Kane, you tall. He looked at me. I'm 6'4", Brooke, because he said, you 6'5", huh? I go, yeah, how you know that? He goes, but I'm 80. I go, you 80 years old already? He goes, yeah. So I said, wow. Luke 80, he gave me 3 hours of his time. And I showed him all the stuff we were doing for Kamehameha schools. 30 illustrations, which they never ended up printed because it got bogged down with 2 entities. The Kahakos and Okina supposed to be this way? No, Kamakau meant it to be this way.
Oh.
Brah. So they just ended up reprinting what they already did.
What?
And they did not use the 30. But we had a bunch of them already picked. I did some illustrations. I can show you later. And I asked him, Uncle Herb, I can call you Uncle Sidia. He said, of all the information that you know, from Liloa all the way to Kamehameha's, what stories would you put in? Because this is what we pick. I said, I went to talk to Uncle Bill Maioho up in Mauna Ala to get his mana'o, different Hawaiian elders in the community. Because it's not what it means, what we're trying to portray. And he told me this. He said, Brooke, all of it's important. All of it. I was like, I kind of pick all of it. And I said, we stayed away from everything you already did because it ain't going to get any better than that. But other stories from Liloa all the way down. And so, but that's the story I saw him with Uncle Herb. And then when I started painting a couple years later, he was kind enough to tutor me via email. And I used to powder painting, send them to him. Now with my dad too. I never did ask my dad for an art lesson. He said when I was small, I just used to grab the crayons and the paper bag and just copy. Because you don't bother somebody when they're in their happy place. So till the day he died, I never got a lesson from Dad, but he was kind enough to critique my stuff. And then YouTube and, comics and stuff like that. And then I took, how I started painting was when we first got married in 1990. So she's been putting up with my shenanigans. 35 years married and then almost 40 because so you got to give her one medal after this. But anyway, I took a painting class at UH. We're living by Puck's Alley. So it's a night class. Never have the new, only had the kind club gym. Walked to class at night. It was a 4-month painting class. My first introduction to painting. And I never read the small print. So we're in the class. And one lady started taking off all her clothes, bro. I was like, I saw a naked lady painting class, bro. So I was very embarrassed. I just ended up painting from the back of her neck. And then it was a 4-week class. I wasn't going to quit. After the 4 weeks, I put away my paints and brushes. I'm not going to paint. I'm just going to do color pencil and children's stuff. Till I saw the movie The Bucket List. I said, bro, you're getting old too, bro. You better start painting again. And so I did. And I've been painting like a madman ever since.
Wow.
From 2009.
Yeah, from 2009. So.
And watching that movie is what really set you.
Yeah, kind of like the wet towel in Okole.
Yeah.
Bruh, you better start painting again.
Yeah.
So I brought out my old brushes, my old paint, and I did Kamehameha and Kamanaba. They're Kamehameha's uncles. They're on the Kura bombs. So we had twinsies. My last two kids are twins. So I gave them the name of Kamehameha I. I don't have it with me right now, but that's okay. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's who I painted. And then I painted the rest of the Kamehamehas. And then and lately, well, since then, I get visits or impressions. Bro, what about us, bro? You gonna paint us? Oh, yeah, we're waiting. And so, all of that.
So in 2009, it was really grassroots for us because he just started painting.
Yeah.
Our oldest son was working for our friends, and they owned Diamond Head Frames.
Yeah.
Oh,
And he
okay.
was helping them move their warehouse.
Yeah.
And so she's dropping him off at home. And I was like, hey, what exactly do you do? And she goes, oh, we own Diamond Head Frames. We do shows at Costco and different things. And I'm like, can you come take a look at our paintings and tell me what we should do? And so she came in, she looked at Brooke's paintings. She's like, wow, nobody's doing this. And
It was
so,
Mona, the former Mona Fong.
yeah,
What's her married name?
so Balish.
Yeah,
so
Balish.
they own Diamond Head Frames. And so what they did was, because of that friendship, she showed me how to get our paintings scanned, because a lot of artists don't know. So you get your paintings scanned. After you get them scanned, they helped us with frames. I actually went to work for them in their warehouse. I learned how to make frames, which I do not like to do because it's a lot of dust. But I learned about the matting. I learned about production. And then they had several booths at the swap meet. So I went and worked part-time for them to learn how to put up a show and different things like that. And so in 2009, Brooke reaches out to, and I look at God's hand through this whole thing, because we didn't know what we were doing. And so he reaches out to Nelson Makua, who's doing Mary Monarch. He's the head of Mary Monarch and all the craft show. And he tells them, oh, maybe we can come next year. And he's like, oh, you don't have to wait. You guys come. We have a booth. Somebody canceled. It's last minute.
Because we get long waiting lists, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to get in. Yeah.
So he's like, and we didn't really know the connection until we got there.
Right.
So we were in the Butler building the first year. We get there, we only have the 5 prints. We don't even have originals. We were so grassroots. We couldn't even afford easels. So we took cardboard, made them into easels, painted them. I mean, real grassroots. And so we're in the back in the Butler building, and people are like, how'd you guys get in here? And we're like, we don't know. We just asked. And we were
Okay, I've been waiting 5 years on the list. How you beat me?
So we were fortunate enough to be right next to Kamehameha School Publishing, who was just dropping their Hume book, which he illustrated. So people would buy the book from them and come get it signed at ours.
Oh, nice.
And so, we kind of learned that. And then we found out from Nelson later. He's like, oh, I know who you guys are. My kids were all raised in the Punana Leo system. And so Brooks illustrated over 48 books for them. So we knew who he was, but we didn't know who they were. But we built a really good friendship. And then we've been going to Mary Monarch ever since. And because I was working at the swap meet, learning how to do shows, Nelson asked us to do a Made in Hawaii. Then we went to Caroline's Christmas Craft Fair. And then the next year we did 14 pop-ups.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, we can do all the hula ones. So, we did that, and that's how it started.
Monologue Gardens.
But our kids were still in school,
Yeah.
So when Brooke says he's Mr. Aloha, a lot of things were for trade. I'm like, dude, we still got to eat, So, which is fine, but we still had the 5 at home. But the girls were really good at packaging and helping us get the prints ready. The boys were the muscle, help us pack up for shows.
We don't like them doing the other stuff because they kapulu, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys.
So then,
the heavy work.
what we did as
Talent
a
set.
family, it
Here's
was
the
a
talent set.
family thing. And that's what afforded us to feed our family, also to put our children through private school. But at the same time, our children learned how hard it was. And so we pushed education. And so they all, graduated. We got 3 that went to Kamehameha, 1 Punahou and 1 Kalani. But now they went and graduated from college, and some of them, we have our oldest is a drone pilot in the Air Force. Mm-hmm. Our oldest daughter's an ICU nurse. Wow. Middle daughter's a lawyer. And then our twins, our twin daughters are RBT, and our son is now he works for federal government. So
law
we
enforcement.
push those. And so I'm like, as we're looking forward at things now, they're independent. Most importantly, they're good people, and they're smart. They're honest, and they're just all around like love the Aina because they all want to come home. But now it's figuring out how they can get home, right? So that's where we're at as a family. But so it's all grassroots. It's always been a family thing.
Yeah, I love that.
Our dad is amazing. He is amazing, just an amazing creative. And
I get plenty of help. I think that
some people ask
I get
us
help.
sometimes, like,
For example, one of our first shows at the Blaisdell, the Made in Hawaii, we were invited by Nelson because he had a whole block. Yeah, good guy, Nelson and the wife and all those guys. So I'm over there, I ain't even 5 minutes set up the booth because we only had a little bit stuff. So I'm walking around checking out everybody else's stuff. We're not open yet, yeah. Nobody inside, just the vendors. I see this old guy, this esteemed, one of my big art heroes, sitting up the booth, and I go, I went inside there. I say, "Excuse me, sir, are you Ed Katen?" He goes, "Yes, I am." I go, "You don't know me, but I'm a big fan." I said, "Can I shake your hand?" Shake his hand. I've been following you a long time. I love your stuff, man. It's just excellent, So thank you. He goes, "What are you doing in here? It's only supposed to be for vendors." I said, "Oh, I'm a vendor." He said, "What do you do?" I said, "I'm trying to be an artist like you." He goes, "You paint?" "Trying." "Where's your booth?" I go, "Right over there." Some point. He said, "I'll come back after I'm finished up." So he comes by. Like I said, we only had prints, yeah. The originals I sold, Hawaiian Electric, Robbie Arm bought them, yeah. Robbie Arm was a big guy at Hawaiian Electric, yeah. So was in the corporate. So only had prints, bro. And he comes in, he goes, "How long you been painting?" I said, "Well, 1 year." He goes, "Is this oil?" I said, "No, it's acrylic. I don't know how for painting oil." He said, "What kind of acrylic paint do you use?" I said, "The one on sale." Look at me. I don't know. Yeah, yes. So later on that morning, his sister came by, Verna Keoho. Now, Ed, he's a shy guy. He don't like talk story. Yeah. And by the way, before I forget, me and Drena are leaving Friday to go to Waimea. I got invited by Ed and Verna to do our first gallery showing with Ed and his stuff and our stuff at the Kahilu Theater, our gallery. So it was big time for us because that's why I did the kipupua behind. That's Kamehameha shock troops. That's all the Kohala Waimea guys. Yeah, they don't know what the meaning of retreat is. Yeah, that's those guys.
Yeah, forward, imua only, right?
But anyway, what a great honor. So they asked me, what do you want to paint? What's your theme? I said, family reunion. I said, I saw my ohana up here. Yeah, we got cut out of the wheel a long time ago, but that's all my ohana. So we're excited to go. Hopefully the storm will bypass, but, hoping for the best. But Verna came over. He said, Ed likes you. He wants to help you paint in oil. He said he's teaching a class in November in Kona. Save your money. You can come for 1 week. You don't need pay. It was like over $1,000 for the class, bro. So I went. We saved money. Stayed at Kamehameha. He came pick me up 1 week. Taught me how to paint in oil. I was the only Kanaka over there. The guy, the ladies were 9 of them. 2 came from Canada. 2 came from Europe. That's Ed Katen, man. To learn how to paint. And that's how I started oil painting. Came home, took a couple art classes from Patrick Ching in Waimanalo. I don't know how to paint scenery and mountains, ocean. Patrick taught me. $300 a pop. After I ran out of money, I said, "Pat, don't brag." He said, "Well, just come help me around the shop, set up. So clean up, do rubbish." When he had the other classes, I can sit in. So he helped me too. Then I took one course at atelier class at Windward. Yeah, it's the kind. But it's about it, bro. YouTube and books.
It's crazy because I know very surface level things about you and you both of your business. I didn't realize that as you're doing this and you're doing this as a full-time job, you're still learning.
Yeah.
And I think that's
even today, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's a good lesson that people see like quick success, or they see like a painting, like wow, that's amazing, but the years and years and mistakes that it took just to get that, So I just think it's a really cool story, and that you share that, and it's inspiring for other people to be like, you're a professional, but you're still learning how to do these different styles and learning how to do business and, still meeting people and figuring out how to do boots. And now you have like 14 boots in a year, and then maybe next year you got 28. And then, it just keeps going and going. And it's like every time you reach a peak, there's another like peak. Right. It's like, okay, now it's family maybe. And now it's like, okay, how do we get our family home? And like how it just keeps evolving. And
no, it's good.
It's just a constant journey.
There'll always be other mountains to climb.
Yeah.
You cannot just camp out on the top and say, I've made it. I've reached Shangri-La or whatever they call that place, Nirvana or whatever. You're right. You're right. And having that attitude, I think, is always good, because as soon as you say you're humble, you're not. But you cannot never forget that, So guys, like I said, master painter. I said, bro, the only thing I master at my 2:00 afternoon nap. Bro, I'm not master, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like, bro. I'm not gonna say and I'm not a knock about anybody or a 10th degree or all those guys, whatever, or master kumahula. Nah, that's not me. I don't like, somebody else can, but I recognize it takes hard work. Yeah, I recognize that, but also recognize that when you have a blessing, a gift that comes, because it's a gift. Got it.
That's the other thing too, is that Brooke's help from the ancestors come, and so we have a kuleana to them, and that's what we represent. So no matter what's going on in our business or what's trending or whatever, we still have to answer to them. And I mean, they come in dreams, they come and hang out. Well, like projects are going, okay. But we feel them around us all the time. And so we ultimately have to be us. There's no false pretense, because most of it is coming by spirit. And we have to answer to them. And that's our calling. That is how he is inspired. That's how we try to run things. And so we try to do the best we can as we're learning, but we try to be pono with people.
To keep it open, huh?
Yeah.
Keep the portal.
To
I don't
keep
know,
that spirit coming and
Yeah.
helping us, and because I was not raised here,
Good point.
I know there's a lot of people like me who, when I met Brooke, he was a very intimidating. He was like, bro, your genealogy, who you come from.
I don't smile too much.
And you got the Hawaiian thing going. It was very intimidating. And Brooke can be intimidating too. So when people come into our booth, they always think I'm the artist, and I'm like,
security guard right there.
oh my God.
And I can chew gum and walk at the same time too.
There's a lot of coup in my booth, that there's no way, So, but
Sure.
I'm flattered, but no, I'm the artist's other half, and we even out each other, as far as the ku and hina and the backing up each other. But ultimately, we have to answer to our higher powers and to the ancestors that have gone before us, who want us in a certain place at a certain time and want us to do things a certain way. Because if we don't, the blessings will not come.
You just turn off the switch, yeah?
We just turn off the switch. So,
switch.
we have always raised our family to believe God. And yes, we are Christians, but at the same time, that opportunity for them to know that God loves them. And I think a lot of times we forget that in this world, because everything's so fast and we just see so many different things happening. And so for Brooke and I, we've had these conversations of, we're just going to be us. Who cares we do, but what else is going on and what's trending? We're not going to fall into that. We will continue to be us, and we'll continue to tell the stories of those who have been forgotten, because they want to be remembered. They want to. And so they come, and that's who we represent. And that is our kuleana to tell their stories. And it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And so that's our responsibility. So we try to help people to understand that and try to help people like
And
know
connect
that.
to their ancestors, wherever they may be in China, Japan, whatever, bro. Yeah, it's all important.
Yeah. We're all mixed, right?
Exactly.
Like, we're not just Hawaiian ancestry.
Exactly.
I get my Japanese, my Sonora
Exactly.
side. I get Portuguese, DS. You know,
Yeah.
we come from a long lineage, a vast lineage of so many different people. But because we're in Hawaii, that's the host culture. We gravitate more towards Hawaiian, right?
And that's why I paint what I paint. But it's all important. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. No.
I'll get Hawaiian sometimes. I'm in my boot, bro. How you feel making money off the ancestors, bro? One of those guys. I should have recognized the dark cloud when I saw him coming down the aisle, and the line.
People actually say that?
All the time, bro.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
Not so much
Yeah, at the
anymore.
beginning,
At
yeah.
the beginning.
So so I had to make this. So I
Yeah.
show him this. I said, you know what, brother? You might want to have a conversation with other people that do Hawaiian things, maybe in other countries. Yeah. What is their intention? But I said, for me, if I had a great-grandson, taking care of my great-grandchildren, by painting my pictures and keeping my name and memory alive, I'd be happy, bro. Why not me? That's my family. I love them. And they help me take care of my family because, bro, I don't like live under a coconut tree. I get bills for pay, but I enjoy sharing this gift.
Yeah.
How you take care of your family, bro? I turn it around.
Yeah.
How you take care of your family, bro? I'm not getting upset. Yeah, I'm just telling them, bro, and I just leave it at that,
But I think it's so cool because you get to use your passion to make money, but you're also doing something important for our culture. And like you're somebody, I didn't realize this is what I was doing with the podcast until somebody brought it up. They're like, you're building the largest archive of Hawaiian like stories.
Yeah.
I'd even look at it like that, and that's what you're doing with your painting. You're capturing these moʻolelo into these paintings. Like when I look at that, I'm like, you can tell a whole story about that and the people. You can tell a story about their weapons, about their ahu, about the tattoos. It just goes on and on. So I think I don't know why somebody would even think of it like that.
Nah, they like bro.
Yeah, I think it's like you are. I mean, that's how we did it, right? We did oli, we did hula. That's how we shared our.
We didn't have anything written down.
Yeah, exactly.
Only they
Even
said.
if you think of
petroglyphs, brother. That's all we had.
Primitive times, Egyptians, like cavemen,
Right.
How they chose stories, they drew things, right? So
Yeah, and it's more ono.
it just makes sense
when you have a picture to go with a name. Yeah. So that's been a blessing for us. You're right. When I sit down, I don't look at it working, bro.
He loves what he does.
I'm in my happy place, but just trying some Hawaiian music, and bro, don't bother me. I'm not believe it or not, I'm not a very social guy. I rather not. I don't like crowds. I like to stay home. I'm a Zippies guy. That's good enough for me.
What's your go-to order?
Well, I gotta be the Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, Korean
bro.
chicken. Yeah, that's me. All rice though. Yeah, some people get the extra mac or like the
So when
chili on the side.
Taisei them invite us to go eat, because how we met, bro. I gotta tell, brother Taisei and Kenji.
Yeah.
A good friend of ours, Auntie Zioma Akau, she's a icon up at Kamehameha Middle School. She invited go eat down there, and I said, Auntie, so we eating, and Taisei comes walking out. I see him. I don't know who he is, and then I guess he came over to the table. I was wearing one of my this is right around the corner from where I live. Is that Hawaiian guy?
Uncle.
Yeah, Uncle.
Nakehu.
Yeah, Nakehu. One of his shirts. Oh, wow, nice shirts. He started just talking. He goes, what's your name? And so I said, I'm Brooke, and Auntie Z and her son, Kalani. And, what do you do? I said, I'm a painter. Gino don't like when I say painter. They think
like painting walls.
yeah.
And that's perfectly fine because he worked for the paint
Yeah, I worked for
company at one
for
time.
over 25
So
years, bro.
We got some good friends in there.
I paint, but now small, yeah?
Yeah.
So I said, oh, yeah, artist. And he goes, oh, I'm an artist too. Taisei said, oh, brother, what you do? So he said different things. I said, bro, you're a Renaissance man, huh? And he goes, wow, I haven't heard that term in a while. Long story short, He went, he found out he saw, he goes, bruh. He went online, he saw some of my, so he had this podcast stuff. And so we went, and it was wonderful. And then a couple times.
You did too.
And he said, come, come back, eat again. So it's like, oh, okay.
I'll come just for the food.
That's big time for us. So, but thank you, to my brothers out there. They're good brothers.
Yeah, their production quality is so amazing, and Tyson is such a great host. Like Kenji's getting on camera.
Kenji good. He's funny, bro. Those guys.
But yeah, they're like, I see their clips. It's so well done, so well produced.
They got a new studio too. They told me.
Oh yeah, I saw.
Telling, you might have to come back for part 3.
Part 3.
I said, I don't know, bro. Getting Miko already.
Yeah.
I get the stories, bro. So.
But they did such a good job, and both of you. I know you were just on the side for the first one.
Yeah.
But they did such a great job.
They tested my Japanese.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Because Kenji lived in.
She flew in Japanese. She served mission in Japan.
Nice. Yeah. I'm doing Japanese on Duolingo.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Good for you.
Ganbatte.
Arigato.
できるよ。
これは harders です.
Oh? 美味しいですね.
Yes, I don't know how to say I agree, but yes. Totemo is like very, right? Yeah. Very oishi.
So Drena was talking about how the ancestors come and help. And so that's a good segue. Talking about when I started painting early in my career, there's always stories as a kid growing up when you read about them in Ruling Chiefs. So this one, I think page 8 or 9, 10, 11, 12 is Iʻimakalani is his name. I was fascinated about this guy. He was blind. He's from Ka'u. I get family from Ka'u. So
my family from Ka'u.
He trained 2 ducks to spot for him in battle. So I tell the kids when I talk to them, we're the first ones on the planet, not only the best navigators on the planet, better than the Vikings. The Vikings only cover the coast, but I said we had the first battle drones.
Oh, wow. And your son's a drone pilot now.
Yeah. Well, he liked video games.
Yeah.
So these 2, quack, 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 boss. The enemy's on your right side. You can throw 5 ihe either hand. Tremendous in battle. 2 guys on his right, 2 guys on his left to help him in battle. And 40 guys in the back. Renowned, famous, loved Ka'u guys, okay? The only reason how Umi came with his armies and got Ka'u, they was having bad day too. They was having plenty trouble. And Pi'imaiwa'a, Umi's champion, said, boss, we got to kill these ducks. We're not going to get close to them. We've been trying, he says. So they killed the ducks, and they were able to get Ka'u. Painted it in 2014. 2016, I got a call from a lady in Waianae. My friend now, Jana Raposa, if you're watching this, Jana. His brother, it says on Iʻimakalani on the internet, you're the artist. I go, yeah. She goes, you get prints? I go, yep. She came to my house, buy the print. 2 weeks later, she texts me. She found a picture of a great-grandfather, Daniel Iʻimakalani.
Oh,
How you know that's how he looked like? I said, sister, I didn't. I never met you till 2016.
Right now.
Yeah, that's them. That's them confirming. That's Hawaii Luna. That's all that is.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I said, it's not me. I said, I never knew you, right? 2014, I'm meeting you in 2016.
Oh.
It continued to happen again and again and again.
So it's not just your direct lineage ancestors visiting you. It's everyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I did the great chief on Naioli rescuing Kamehameha. Yeah, same thing, and that came out too.
Yeah, and then we can talk about Chief of War too. You're showing me the that over there.
Yeah, Chief of War was
Is this the same one, right? Yeah.
Drena can do the intro on that.
Okay, So this is part of the giveaway. While we're doing this, before we get into that, every episode we ask the guests for a secret word or phrase so that they can give to us for an extra bonus entry into the giveaway.
Oh,
so to win, this painting in the back, and maybe you can explain it a little bit as well. First place winner will get that big painting in the back, the kipu'upu'u, and then the second, as well as one of this, and second to fifth will get this Chief of War exclusive painting. But you can talk more about it. But if you can think of like a word or phrase that people gotta send to us to get extra entries.
Okay. What you want to say?
I don't know.
Keep it simple so they don't forget.
Okay.
Cow. Chief of War.
Cow. Oh, nice.
Just like when they were filming, that's what.
Yeah. Cow. Okay,
Cow.
yeah. So COW.
Yeah, not Hawaiian cow.
Yeah, I was thinking KO. Okay. So email Nicole@keepitaloha.com. COW cow and your favorite Hawaiian historical figure, and you get 10 extra bonus entries into this week's giveaway. Yeah. All right, so mahalo for doing that. And
right on,
please
bro.
go ahead and share that.
So, and anyway, Drena was saying earlier, you want to go tell them about Napua? Yeah, we can talk about it, how they saw the paintings when they were filming up in Manoa.
I think we said that earlier.
Yeah,
But go ahead.
So when I saw the poster come out, I said, hey, look like my painting I did about 5 years ago. And there's a lot of similarities there. I don't want to, say, but I was happy that they used, after we met, they said, yeah, we used a lot of your stuff and it was good. And nothing against Disney, but at least it's a Hawaiian perspective from a Kanaka guy with a lot of aloha for what I do. Mm-hmm. And they use that so that's good because that is for everybody. And as you know, it's not a documentary. It's meant to get you off the couch, go study and find out for your own. I talked to Pa'a, he said he had to combine a lot of characters and stuff like that, so it's not a documentary. I said, yeah. So I noticed the first scene, bro, and I see Kahikili killing Taka and Kahahana. I was like, oh, then I cannot talk about the Oahu 8 or Pupuka then, because that was Kahahana's son and all of that, but I'll be sharing that story later. Mm-hmm. So, and he says, yeah, and I said, and I never see one of the Mara heroes. He goes, who's that? I said, Kekahopio. Not for him, no more Kamehameha. So he said, yeah, well, maybe part 2, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah. Flashbacks.
A little sneak peek on our end,
bro.
as you mentioned, we're talking about Chief of War. We're going to Seattle for our next episodes, and we're going to be talking to somebody very closely tied to Chief of War. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah. Heard get plenty of good food in Seattle.
Oh, that's what people said. Yeah.
It'll be your first time.
I've been there a couple times when my friend was going to University of Washington.
Yeah.
But
I don't really fish, remember.
Yeah, Pike's Place.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we'll stop by. It's going to be a quick trip.
So part of Chief of War, since we're on that venue right now, they talked about how Kahikili was very desirous to get Oahu. Now he's a Maui guy, right? And so the true story, from what Kamakau and all the historians say, that the former king of Oahu, his name was Numahana. I don't know, sometimes these guys, when you study Hawaiian history about the chiefs and aliʻis, when they get old, I don't know if Alzheimer's kick in or they start doing stuff they don't usually do. And some of these guys start doing stuff that the kahuna's telling them, boss, you got to knock it off, man. You're making a lot of people upset. Now a lot of these guys, but tell me what to do. You know what I mean? I'm a king. You tell me. And they end up not listening, and they end up. So what happens with Numahana? They remove him. They didn't kill him, but they need a new king on Oahu. So Kahikili, you study about that guy. He's like yours and mine scary uncle.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys. You go to the house, you better behave, bro. Yeah. Kahikili.
Yeah, I can see you have features related to the Maori, like Tim Weta and Cliff Curtis, the people that played those people in Chief of War.
Even that guy too.
Yeah. That's where you get your intimidation factor from.
Well, I still get PTSD when I saw that. What's that Maori movie came out a long time ago?
Which one?
He was the guy. The other guy was in up too.
Cliff Kilwa.
The old Maori
Cliff,
movie.
Yeah.
I forget the name, but famous, came out in the 90s, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, you watch that, you're gonna remember. I'm sorry, I forgot that. It might come to me later, but anyway, talking about Kahikili, he raises Kahana since Kahana's a little boy. Kahana is Oahu ties, his mama, and he's a man now. He says, bro, I'm gonna miss you, bro. All you gotta do is give me kuloa. I want that ahupua'a, because that's where the sperm whales die, and that's where they can harvest the ivory. Just like Tarzan movies, the elephants go die on a certain place. Oahu was a problem. All the other chiefs know that. They know that. So he tells them, no problem, unks, you can have them. But when he comes back to Oahu, his kahuna nui, a man by the name of Ka'opulupulu, famous Oahu kahuna nui, says, boy, you should have talked to me first. You cannot give him that. That's what makes Oahu strong. Yeah, and Kahikili finds out he's not happy. Yeah, my nephew wouldn't go up against his word. Kahikili's kahuna nui is Ka'opulupulu's little brother, Kaleo Pulupulu. Sibling rivalry. They don't get along, bro. So when I go talk to the kids too, I tell them, how many of you have sibling rivalry? Hey, my father, my brother, my sister. I said, you guys got to okie that because it'll be generational. You guys, I said, it's not good. It's not Hawaiian. You got to forgive. You got to move on. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to do it. You cannot carry that on. So this is what happens. So Kahikili's kahuna nui started to plant lies in Kahana. Hey, brother, you got to watch out for my brother, He going to kill you. He going to take over. Kahahana believes the lies and eventually ends up killing his kahuna nui and his son. He takes him off of Kaina Point. And before they do that, the kahuna nui, Kaleo Pulupulu said, you do that to me. They tattooed their knees. Kuli, you will not have any increase. Your line will come to an end. So he kills him. And that fulfills a incident that happened maybe 200 years early when Kohiakama from Maui wanted the ivory on Oahu. He wanted it. His kahuna told him, boss, cannot. Kakui have a son. Kahi kapu, he's too strong, bro. Those guys, they're bad hombres, man. Cannot. He said, bro, now tell me what to do. I want the ivory. I want Oahu. And the kalo lands and the fish ponds, they had the most. Oahu. Fresh water, yeah? So they come, bro. He doesn't listen to the kahuna, and they're annihilated at Waikiki Beach, right by Pukehaoheao over there. And I guess Kahi Kapu, Kakuiheva was having a bad day that day. So he decided to cut off Kohiakama's head, and he defecated and urinated in it.
What?
Bruh.
I never remember that part in Chifo. Or they never had
they
that.
Never had that,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
They never had that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So when the Maui guys heard that, bruh, how dare they do that? Because they figured they only sent so much guys. That's all we need. So the rest of them was ready for come. The Kohana said, cannot. Same thing going to happen to you guys. How we're going to do on blood vow then? When we're strong enough, we take care of these Oahu guys. They're going to be paid back. So yet the years follow, yeah? They're not strong enough. They're not strong enough. Oahu king, between that time, his name is Kuali'i. He's a famous traveling king, yeah? He's paranoid that the Maui guys going to find his bones and desecrate. He don't want that. Kamehameha was paranoid too. Some other guys like Pi'ilani, they never care. Everybody loved those guys. But some other kings and aliʻi, paranoid. They don't want that. So Kuali'i tells his kahuna boss, brother, when I'm dead, you better hide me good. No worry, boss, I get you. He finally dies. The great Kuali'i dies, and he was very well loved throughout all the islands. They had on Big Fruno, Paina, at Kailua, a place called Pamoa. It was a learning center that Kakuiheva built. And anybody from any other islands can come and learn. Agriculture, stars, all of that. He was a good guy. They loved him. And so the Maui guys come to pay homage to Kuali'i. They sit right next to the kahuna. The big dinner they having, feeding everybody. Brother, you gonna hide them good or what? We're gonna find them, yeah? Remember what you did to the guy, bro. Kohiakama, bro, yeah? So the kahuna, he can't eat anymore, bro. This guy's bugging him all night. So he said, you know what? Time out. I got an announcement to make. So he sends up, everybody stop eating, and they look at him. I'm confident, we're honoring Kuali'i tonight, but I'm confident that, he was very, very adamant about hiding his bones, that none of you will ever find him because I have hidden him in 100 living tombs. 100 guys eating poi, Aranakai. He didn't grind up the bones and put them in a poi.
What?
Yes. So I had that on social media. Somebody said, are you advocating cannibalism? I said, no, brother. I don't judge my ancestors. They lived by a different set of rules. I just love them. I'm just repeating a story. But when you put yourself on social media like that, you're going to get all the trolls under the bridge.
Yeah, always.
So I learned that the hard way. One painting I did, and I'll leave him anonymous. Yeah, I don't know him because I did a painting of a battle scene of Kalai o Ka'ilio when Kalaniʻopuʻu came and killed all the innocent people at Kaupo. So they put the 911 out to Kahikili. He came, counterattack. Kikohopia almost dies at that battle. He gets chopped in sweet potato vines. Kamehameha is a young stripling warrior, late teens, busts right through and saves Kikohopia. They jump on the cone to get out of Dodge. They would have died that day. From that, some stories say that's where he got paia, or the hot shell crab. So who the heck is this nut coming in? So that battle. And so what happens is that's the Maui guys and the different things that were they were always a thorn in the side of, they didn't get along. And so comes to this part of the story now we're getting back to, you still have that, yeah? So Kahikili comes with his pahapu, his cut in half regiment. So Kamehameha them had Kipu'upu'u, they named after the stinging rain of Waimea and Kohala, yeah. Kahikili had his pahapu, or men cut in half. They tattooed like the boss, but ferocious guys too. Kamehameha I was a famous general. That's Siropahi Nui's. And that fighter, the women, McFarlane, Ilimale, that's all that kind. So you see that warriors coming through. And they come and they are met. Kahikili think, I don't need 600 guys enough. So the Oahu guys get together and they send out only 8 guys, bro. 8 guys.
They're all scary
named,
guys.
Yeah, all 8. They get Oahu style palawas. Yeah, they didn't carve it. Oahu guys didn't carve it. So when you see like straight out of the jaw, it's Oahu. So my guys see that, bro. Oh, this is just a joke. Come, we'll help you meet your ancestors today. They kill hundreds and hundreds of Maui guys. They expert lure guys. Yeah, they never see the movie 300. They never heard of Sparta. Yeah, they had their own version.
Wow.
So they all live to fight another day. Kahikili comes full force now, maybe 15,000 guys, 3,000 canoes, yeah, PS. They kill one of his favorite generals, bro, in Waimanalo. Kahikili snaps. He commits genocide after that. Men, women, children, grandma, grandpa, your pet dog, catfish, all dead and burned. So that old curse, you would think that from Kohiakama, it comes true. Oahu lines come to an end, right? According to Kamakaua, according to all the Hawaiian historians, and you read. Got the painting in my boot, trying to sell it at the Blaisdell. Or was it at Convention Center? For the event, Hawaiian convention, they're talking about all kinds of. Last day of the event, a guy walks in my booth and goes, "That's pupuka, eh?" I go, "Yeah, bro, how you know that?" He goes, "That's my tutu. That's my name. That's my tutu man." And I pause, and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Kamakaos, they said everybody died. This guy coming in my booth, he telling me that's his tutu man, and his name is Pupuka. So I make a joke. I say, "Yeah, Pupuka mean you're ugly, yeah, bro. But you're not ugly. That's the curveball, so the evil spirits don't bother you and your baby, yeah?" He goes, "Yeah, you know, eh?" He goes, "Are you the artist?" I go, "Yeah." "You know who Pupuka was?" I go, "Shit, but I'm not sure. I know he was one of the generals." He said, "Pupuka was Kahahana's son. And it was his idea to do the commando read." I go, "Wow, bro, I never dig deep. I didn't know that. I should have known that." He said, "Because you know the story, right? They had the battle. But just but maybe you never know. They all died. But he escaped to Kauai. He changed his last name. That's why you're talking to me." I go, "Brother, that's not in the history books." He goes, "Not going to be, bro." I go, "Wow." I said, he tells me that when he came to see the painting, he was talking to his tutu man earlier. I go, "What do you mean, bro?" He said, "They were all here in the booth to see your painting." And I go, "Oh, bro." I go, "Did they end what?" He goes, "They loved it. Somebody's telling their story." Then he explained. He says, they all died, escaped to Kauai, changed his last name. I go, "What's your guys' new last name?" He goes, "Ma Kaneole. Ma Kaneole. Ma, vanquish, family, close associates. Kane, man, ole, without." Bruh. Man without a family. Vanquish man without a family.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing that, bro. So I learned that from the booth, not in the books. I'm on Kauai 2 years ago. I'm in Waimea. 4 days, they sent me out, did the celebration for the statue, Kaumoli'i, and talking to all the kids, going to the different schools. I'm in the middle school telling this story. Bell rings. Cannot finish. Kids going to the other class. Young girl standing on the side with her hand on her hip. Only her and the teacher. Tells the teacher, "I got to ask Anakala a question." So I look at her. She kind of looked concerned. She goes, "What's the matter, sweetie? You forgot to tell us the new last name." I said, "Oh, yeah, the bell rang, yeah." She goes, "What's the new last name?" I said, "Ma Kaneole." She says, "That's my last name."
Oh, wow.
I look at her. I said, can I get a hug? So I hug her. I go, baby, what's your first name? Keliʻikipikanekaolohaka.
Oh, wow.
I go, you cannot make this stuff up. So the final night I'm there, the very next night, I'm talking to maybe 150 Hawaiians in a community center, sharing the presentation, the slides, the story. She brings mommy, daddy, grandma, grandpa. They all want to meet Uncle Brooke after the meeting. So they come up. After the meeting, the mom tells me, when my daughter came home yesterday from school, she was so excited. And now my daughter, she's quiet. She didn't even talk at home a lot. But she said, mommy, you got to meet Uncle Brooke. He knows our story. He has pictures. So the mom came, we want to meet you. And I said, well, thank you. I just intrigued with the story. She goes, let me tell you the rest of the story. I said, yes. She goes, even after all of that, the Makanaole family continued to be hunted down and killed. There are very few of them left today. So when I say I get help, bro. They want to be remembered. You know, like the movie Coco, right? Yeah. The Disney movie, Little Mexican Boy, the bridge, you bringing them back. Yeah. I do a lot of the same thing. That old guy that's fading away because nobody is remembering him on this side. Then when he maki, his picture goes, I go, wow. I said, it's not a kid's movie. This is universal. It's kind of what we do. Yeah. So when we share that we get help, bro. Kind of stuff. It's not. I don't believe in coincidences, bro. I do not. Yeah. Akua knows. Family knows. I tell the kids all the time, you're never alone. You might never met them, but they know who you are. They love you, and they'll help you. But if you choose to be a knucklehead, you're on your own. It's your choice. So that's the neat thing I tell people when they come to Hawaii. Plenty deep pockets buying all kind of land. Yeah? They fall in love with the place. Bahamas get nice places too, bro. What, go buy over there? No. Why over here? Because I feel we love and revere our ancestors. Japanese do a lot of things, but over here, it's really, grandma eat first. She's on a bus, somebody, lady, come, auntie, come sit down. All of that. That's how we were raised, yeah? The beautiful thing about this, our ancestors are not here physically. They never lived spiritually, bro. They're all around. So they fall in love with. People come. Remind me of their grandma and grandpa or whatever, the people they love, right? So I say, when you're from Hawaii, no matter what, you're an ambassador already. You got to show that aloha. That's part of your DNA, yeah? That's part of your kūpuna. So, sorry, bro. Sometimes I get emotional.
I love it. We're used to it. That's why we get Kleenex right over there.
Bro, but it's just, it's very humbling. And
there's a whole spiritual side that we just can't see.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
I know, I will. And I also share this. I said, we will all have an accountability report someday. And the answers are going to ask you, what have you done with my name? I don't like hide on one rock. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I never. I'm going to say I did the best I can with the talents God gave me to honor you, take care of my family, to keep your name and memory alive. Nice to meet you. Yeah. So I know I'm going to have that interview. We all are.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time.
Yes, sir.
I love the mindset of like trying to be the best ancestor that you can be.
Yeah.
Thinking forward of like, I'm not doing this for today. I'm not doing this for
because I get guys that come in and, brother, it's my ancestor. No, we did this, and that. And they're all proud. Okay, I don't even like to use the word proud. I switch it with these two words, thankful and grateful. It fits every time because then you're giving thanks to that blessing that comes. Yeah, hard work pays off, bro. I realize that. But after a while, like I said earlier, vanity sneaks in. You start believing your own headlines. Bruh, that's a gift, yeah? What you gonna do with that, yeah? So that's just, some people might disagree, but.
No, I love it. Mahalo for sharing all that. I'm thinking the whole time, like, how do you know this much history? And that's probably what Drena was thinking too when she first met you and probably connected. And it must have been really cool because like you came from, Arizona and you have this longing to, come back to the Aina and like reconnect. So that must have been a great, resource for you to like reconnect.
But it's an oxymoron because...
Okay, she taught you?
No, bro. What happened about names? Okay, names. Met her, the dance, yeah? She said she was going to one party in Kahalu. I don't go parties, bro. I could stay home. I was a single man living in Kailua. And she said she's going to be on a party at the key project Kahalu. So I went, graduation party. 3 hours, bro. They never showed. I was like, So I'm leaving, going back to my car. She came in, Auntie Uncle Wayne, Auntie Frisia, Kaneakala, good. And she me going, she goes, oh, are you going? I go, yeah, I've been here kind of a long time. She goes, we had 5 other parties they had to go to. That's Uncle them, yeah.
They're popular.
So I said, I just made it up. I said, Akahi Theater was playing The Last Dragon. You know that. Well, you're too young, you don't know. So she like, that karate one. Yeah, Leroy Bruce Lee, something like that. Yeah. So I said, you like go movies? So she goes, okay. So spin by Kaneohe. My parents live Kaneohe, pick up on Jacket. So my dad and mom was home, and my Uncle David and Auntie Eto Almadova from Laie, they was visiting. So I introduced my Uncle David, my Auntie Eto, my dad, my mom, and go ahead and introduce you. I forgot her name, bro. She looked at me, my father looked at me, he go, she goes, hi, I'm Drena. And get in the car, going, bro, I'm quiet as a mouse. She goes, you forgot my name. I said, I'm sorry, man. And later on, she tells me, bro, you can remember a guy's name this long, lived 300 years ago. And I'm sorry, I got to admit right now, brother that we met right now when we came in, I forget who he is. The cameraman guy. What's his name?
Joshua?
Yeah.
Jordan. Yeah.
So sorry, bro. I don't know.
I forget his name too.
Sorry about it.
Well, I didn't
just eat the little bit cookies, bro. You can feel better.
I didn't tell him my name spelled backwards is a nerd.
Oh, wow.
I would have never forget.
And he's like, how come you didn't tell me that? And I was like, well, I didn't think about it, but it's, when you're playing volleyball and you're in a 15-passenger van going cross-country with a bunch of girls, they come up with stuff, and they're like, hey, your name is a nerd spelled backwards. I'm like, I don't think my father then planned that.
Yeah, I thought about that.
But I said, but my name's Drena Jo. They're like, oh, a nerd. I was like, oh, okay. So, but yeah. That's how you remember my name.
Thank you, dear. So it's a little bit about us, bro.
Wow, that's so crazy.
And that is just a couple versions of ancestors that come back. I mean, even that first Made in Hawaii when you had your alapa'i on the wall.
Yeah.
And the guy,
good pictures.
we didn't have a name on it, and the guy comes up and he's like, oh, sorry, I didn't have the name on the thing. He goes, that's alapa'i. He goes, I know, that's my name.
Look just like my painting, bro.
He goes, how did you know that's what we look like? And he showed us his ancestors. And so a lot of times for Brooke will paint something, and then he'll look at it and he'll go, oh, alapa'i. But we don't know why, but it's just amazing. Well, we do know why. He's been inspired by that.
Yeah,
but it's amazing because the ancestors come and they tell us who they are. And it's like, how did you guys know that's what we look like? And he's like, I didn't. I just looked at it and I figured that's who it was. So we've had that happen quite a bit, so it's not like we're just pulling something out of thin air. It's through dreams and visions that, some people can believe or not believe, but like Brooke truly is a portal for these things, where in his dreams they come. And just how they look, and even the process of painting, as he's painting something, he's being inspired. Like, oh, I don't like that. They're talking to him like, I don't like that.
Changes, bro. Like when I did the Battle of Komo'o, I was doing Manono.
Yeah,
change her face 5 times, bro. Yeah, you guys got the print over there. 5 times I had to change her face. And by golly, I had to hurry up, get him in the van, ship him to Mary Monarch. So we had the painting over there. That year, my cousin, Herbie Mahelona, was doing the play of Manono and Kikuakolani at Kamehameha School's Big Island. And when the girl that played Manono walked in my booth, and her mom, bruh,
they're like, how'd you
just
know?
like my painting. And they're descendants of Manono. So this was back, you can do the date, just check when Herbie did that first play in Kamehameha School. Yeah.
I bought it for you, so.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So, that's why. And even a lot of times, even with these guys too, bruh. Oh, I don't like my tattoos like that. Okay, gotta change them, I make them, change them, and then I feel when it's enough, yeah. So, but it's okay. I mean, they in control it. I just make them how they like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think it looks nice, but sometimes you still gotta think, but it's okay. I'm used to it already. It's all right.
Yeah.
That's crazy because
it is, bro.
In Hawaiian history, here about you dream a name and you give it to
right.
the
it's the same.
newborn, and
I guess the
these
same
things.
cell phone number, bro. Same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's even crazier because when I just think of dreaming in general and like visualizing stuff, like by the time you wake up, you forget like 90% of your dream. Like I think that's like the statistic or
dream
something
in
like
Hawaiian?
True, you know.
I
Yeah, do you dream
dreamt
in
in
Hawaii?
different languages: Hawaiian,
Yeah?
Malagasy, Spanish.
Oh, cool.
And it you know, at one point I tried to keep a dream journal just because
Right.
so I could try to remember.
And I do when it's the big stuff coming. I do. I wake
Oh
up.
yeah, so
I write
you
them
wake
down.
up and
Got it, bro?
immediately you write it down.
Because
Okay.
you're supposed to write it down.
And you know, there's also people. I just learned this recently. Like my sister, they can't see images in there, like they can't visualize it. There's a word for it where you can't like visual. Like if I'm talking about Brooke and his, like she can't visualize his face in her head. There's like people like that. I forget what it's called, but there's actually people like that. So you have like the opposite end of that, which is like the total like you see it so vivid. Your dreams are probably very vivid and like maybe lucid at points.
Yeah, the
right?
other night was like, what did they call it? The big screen?
Like the HD
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
bruh, I wish. You're right. I mean, you don't forget stuff like that. It's so vivid and crispy, clean, and just you remember stuff. The mountains, everything's like, wow.
But they also come to him. So they're like, when's our turn? What about
Yeah,
us?
bro.
They were
What about-
standing in line.
Yeah.
They're
They
like,
put
what
her
about
ticket,
us?
yeah.
We
So I
want to
don't-
be remembered.
I don't request when you gonna do tutupele.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not good enough, man. She they told me, you stop saying that. She said, you are good enough. You know, we meet a lot of wonderful people, bro. They got spiritual
have-
gifts too, yeah.
Have gifts.
I mean, this is
There's
definitely a gift. This
No, the
is
kind, yeah.
definitely-
They see too, yeah.
Crazy.
But I cannot. Like
And
like
you know,
that.
you've been able to witness and you filmed it how Brooke's brain works. Like you'll go boom, 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 and then all of a sudden you'll have like names and things. Like to me, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like how do you do that? You know, but
That's my
that's
family.
the gift. That's the gift, right? And so
I love them, man.
you know, we'll share now because, you know, we have 2 grandchildren and our grandson, his name is Arthur, and he is on the spectrum and he's nonverbal. And we just found out not too long ago that
It's DNA stuff, hereditary. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
our granddaughter also is on the spectrum, and it manifests a little different. But you know, when we were finding out, several of Brooke's first cousins, all our firstborn grandchildren were getting diagnosed with autism. So I convinced Brooke, like, hey, why don't you get tested? You know, and so he did.
4 days down in Pearl City, someplace. 4
Yeah.
days, 4 hours. Mean, bro. Yep. I mean, it's very intense. What they throw all kinds of stuff at you. Yeah.
testing every single thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even
And so,
pictures, drawings, problem solving, all of that, bro. Or they tell you a story, no, tell me back the story. Yeah, so all of
But
that.
Brooke did get tested.
My recall,
Yeah, like.
but
just
reading a
brain.
room.
So-
But I'm on a
so-
spectrum, bro.
Yeah, so he's
Long story short.
he would have been known as Asperger's. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But they don't call it that anymore because
I never know.
of the history. But you know, it kind of it makes sense, right? Because I tell people, like, just because a person is autistic, they all come with superpowers. It's just figuring out, because that hyper focus, and if they have a passion about something and they really love it, that ability to just dive in there and continue to just
obsess over it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Until
and
it's
that's
popped.
the
I
gift.
guess so.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess
That's
so,
the
yeah.
gift, right? Also with able to connect with spirit. And so, you know, it's to me, when I see that, and now I learn with my grandson, it's trying to figure out what turns that light on, and the superpowers are able, because everybody's got gifts. They all do.
Yeah.
You know, so
Like you
you
said,
know,
yeah. Part of
before
that community, yeah.
before it was a disability, I think, in the culture of education, but not. I don't believe that. I believe
strength.
that it's a superpower that once you figure out what that is, it's just amazing. And like the recall and the ability to for Brooke to be able to just paint these people and they come to life. You know, I don't know anybody else like him that's doing it with what we do in our culture. You know, and so we are trying to tell as many stories as we can to get our people to connect to that, to give them sense of self, but also understanding that we come from people who were very spiritual, but also too that our ancestors went through so much trauma. There's so much generational trauma. We never were taught about mental health. We were never taught about these things. And that generational trauma and even our own childhood trauma reflects on how we treat people and how we look at the world. And so we really have to talk more or have those conversations about mental health, because it for a long time that was like, oh no, you don't talk about that.
Suck it up, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
you know,
stigma about it.
You just be, you know, even on the women's side, like you just be seen, you're not heard, right? So you never ever express yourself, or you don't learn how to. But I think for me, the lesson that we're learning this time in our age, because like we're in our 60s now. I look at my parents who are in their 80s, and I don't want to have the same health problems they're having. So I'm changing things now so that I can be healthier in 20 years, 30 years, and that my children won't have to take care of me. The other thing too is that generational trauma. How do I heal my family? How do we, because, you know, they say, oh, just forgive. But how do you forgive something like you don't really know and you haven't really processed yet, right? And with childhood trauma, like there's things that
You bury it, yeah.
you
forget
bury it,
Uh-huh.
and you know.
Talk about it.
But we were also given these other spiritual gifts that got suppressed too, right? So it's like learning how to heal ourselves, love ourselves. You know, as a woman, or even Kanaka Mali, being a woman who we are not taught to love ourselves. We're taught to serve everybody. We're taught that we are the last guys to eat. Even in Japanese culture, your family eats everything before you. You are last. So you never ever think about yourself or learn to love yourself. But even in our households as kids, you were just quiet, right? You never learned how to love yourself. And I think it's when you learn, you know, I'm just getting to that age now, like when you learn to love yourself, you can truly love others, but you can also, going through that trauma, you can also forgive. And it's so enlightening. You know, it's enlightening to be able to like, if I can forgive this person that caused me harm as a child, and forgive, I can forgive anybody their trespasses. Even the guy that just cut me off a little while ago. Oh, it's okay. Aloha to you. You have the nicest day. Okay, you might be in a rush. That's okay. We are able to do that, but we hold so much pain, and I see that on Facebook and all the different. There's a lot of pain, and it's like, why do we want to hold this pain anymore? We need to learn avenues, and people need to help us to advocate for our kids, advocate for ourselves and our kūpuna, to help us to be able to move forward and let those things go. Brooke's art is an expression of him letting those things go. And also, if there's like some art that's really, it helps him to forgive. It helps him to let it go.
The face is real fast. It's when I tired and hungry, I look like that. Quick bump.
But I truly
Don't we all?
believe that we can help each other. And that's the thing, you know, it's just like, we got to heal too, because we don't know what our grandparents and all of them had to do because of the overthrow, because of what happened.
Yeah.
There's so much generational trauma we're still holding on to. There's still people really, really mad.
Even recently in that city council meeting, bruh, you saw that on the news? Andrea Tupola came up and the lady was saying, oh, she spoke in Hawaiian. That's bruh.
Yeah.
Then you see all the other ones pop up. Now, Andrea Tupola, just put in a plug. You met her.
Yeah, she's been on the podcast a long time
Her
ago.
grandpa is my dad's brother. She's a Parker.
Oh, no way.
That's Ed Parker's. So her mama is my first cousin, so moʻolelo. But things like that, bro. Still even today, right? Dead language. No, we're still here, bro. We're still here. Not dead language. So go ahead, Mom. That was good. Well, that was excellent.
Mahalo for sharing that, and I agree. You know, it's very important.
Excellent.
You know, like to have these conversations. It starts by having the conversation, so people feel more comfortable sharing about themselves. And you know, like recently we flew out some people from the show called Love on the Spectrum. I don't know if you're familiar with that, Connor and Tanner. So we learned about autism and stuff.
I didn't see that. I got
yeah. We flew them out. I think it was October, or I don't know, sometime a couple of months ago. So we got to learn about them. And Connor was saying that autism, like he sees it as a strength. It's not a disability, and it's like the next form of human evolution. Because there's some people on the spectrum. I think we're all on the spectrum in some sort of way, but there's some people with autism that are just like so smart. Like Connor, his memories, he loves history too. He can like recite lines. He can tell you the history from, this time to this time. Like he's just so on it. So smart. Smarter than some people who aren't, at least diagnosed as on the spectrum.
They have degrees and all of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Too.
So it's just like, we talk about, like plants and stuff. It's like, if it's not blooming, you don't blame the plant, you blame the soil, right? You got to move that into an environment that can help it flourish, right? So like if we put Brooke in an office and you're just on the computer all day, you will not flourish. Yeah. But if you put him in front of a canvas and you put him where he can show his strength, he becomes Brooke Parker, and I think it's just putting people in the right environment and surrounding yourself with the right people to help you move through these traumas, to help you grow, help you become like these like advocates for certain things. So
I think what you said really quickly too, Akua will put different people in your path too to help.
All for a reason. You gotta look for the Hawaiiana.
Exactly.
Even if something bad happened, like that person cut me off, maybe that's a Hawaiiana that I gotta slow down. And maybe be patient.
Or right? The red light.
Yeah.
I'm catching all the red lights going on.
Yeah. And maybe.
Yeah. So what I used to do, people cut me off. My middle name is Kapukuniahi. I didn't talk about this. I was given a name. My great-grandfather was captain of the guard at Iolani Palace when Wilcox tried to storm the palace. He told my great-grandfather, I don't want these guys in the palace. Stop them. Him and a queen laugh. He stopped the first insurrection, and he was wounded. But he stopped. Hawaiians kill Hawaiians. Unfortunate, but the threat was stopped. He gave his son the name to commemorate that activity, Kapukuniahi, or the firing cannon. So when I came along, Daddy wanted to give me that middle name because Uncle Johnny, Grandpa's brother, they was close. He had 15 brothers. Grandma said, no, don't give him that name. He's going to have trouble with his temper. Daddy was hot-headed. He said, no, Mama, I'll give him the English name of Brooke, so the cool water will temper the cannon, and he won't have trouble with his temper. Bruh. Growing up, I thought I had a girl's name because everybody teasing me. Oh, but you get a girl's name, Brooke. And the cool water, he can boil eggs all day long. I was only going to tell you once, knock it off. I didn't realize getting angry was a choice. So it's a mindset. Yeah, nobody can make you angry. So when guys cut me off today, I have the mindset now. He had some bad Taco Bell. He has to go home, number 2.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't make it. And I feel better, bro.
Yeah.
But I got to work on the last spot. But
it's all perspective.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. Totally. And
I don't chase them down, bro. I used to chase guys down.
Yeah. I think
got in big trouble doing that.
There's layers. I mean, like one of my favorite books is The 4 Agreements, and one of the agreements is not to take anything personally, right? And I think that's a big part. And don't make assumptions, right? Yeah. So like, I think you just have to kind of life is gonna happen the way it's gonna happen. We can't control it, and I think we all try to grasp at that control. But we don't really have that. I think you can only control how you react to things, right? You don't try. You don't like what they say.
Amen, bro. Amen.
You don't change the weather. You just adjust the sails, right? Yeah. I think that's kind of just what we have to do. But it's hard, because like you mentioned the water, the egg boiling, like one of the stuff. When you boiling water, you can't see a reflection, right? But when it's still, you can see a reflection.
Oh, that's
so
cool,
you can't think clearly when the anger is boiling, right? But when it settles, then you can see clearly. You can see your reflection. You can see who you truly are. So I think if you just have to learn how to keep it aloha.
That's good.
Which isn't the easiest thing to do. Obviously, we struggle with it.
That's why we need to work on it.
But yeah, we're always working on it. We're always editing our canvas and making it better.
Man, you got a lot of jewels of wisdom in this episode, bro.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome,
I love it.
man.
Yeah.
As you get older, you also learn to pause.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you're just gonna
And pick and
pause.
choose your battles better.
Totally. Yeah. I I'm in my 30s, but I feel like I've had so many conversations and lots of life experiences. Like I was in the Peace Corps, just like Andrea.
Oh, right
I was
on.
in Madagascar for 3 years.
Wow. How was that, bro?
Oh, amazing. Best experience of my life. I'm actually going to my 10-year Peace Corps reunion next
Oh,
week
good for you.
Congratulations.
in Louisiana.
Wow.
So I'm super excited for that, to see all those people, because it was such a beautiful time of my life. But yeah, all those experiences, just like good and bad, it just made me who I am. And
Exactly.
without it, I just wouldn't be able to have these conversations and have this wisdom, passed down from my kūpuna and from other people's story. Like I listen to I don't talk to my kūpuna. Like that's not, I didn't get that gift, Like I believe they're around and I'm trying to make them proud, but I learn a lot from everybody, like listening to you and how you speak to your kūpuna and your ancestor, and then how you two operate. Like I learn a lot from observing. Like I might not have that like one-on-one connection like you have, but I have all these like ancillary pieces around me that I can like learn. But if I'm not aware of that, then I'm not gonna learn anything.
Right.
But I think it's you just have to be aware of that stuff.
Like Gina said, pause
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
So you can be aware. Yeah, good.
Yeah, exactly. But I gotta go take a shishi break, and we'll come right back with
right.
social media questions. Okay?
Okay, shoot.
All right.
After 175 years, some people still think we're just a ranch.
And we just farm all day.
What they don't realize is we wear many hats. And that's just how we roll. You just might see some old friends.
Or make some new ones.
So come hang with us
Drive on out to the country.
and get that epic snap.
No matter what you're looking for, come discover where legends are made.
All right, we're back from a quick shishi break. Mahalo to our drink sponsors, Harders Hawaii, for providing the best quality shishi in town. I got the tropical flavor right now. You got the that lilikoi?
I got lilikoi.
Yeah, and then you got tropical as well. How's them?
Oh,
Good.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite. I thought lychee would be my favorite because I like lychee, but then actually the lilikoi is the good. Yeah.
Lilikoi.
It's good.
no.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I first offered them off the podcast drinks, I was walking to them with these cans. They're like, "Oh no, like drink
Sugar, that's like
sugar." I was like, "Oh, this says 0 sweeteners, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, everything, 0, but all flavor."
Yeah.
Yeah, yummy.
Thank you.
Yeah, so shout out
you.
to Harders Hawaii. Go check them out. Family owned. All right, so let's get into the social media questions. First one comes from Nahaku_N_Haukea. This person says, what practices do you do that makes you feel most connected to your ancestors? And you both can answer this.
Me first.
No, you go first.
Try to behave myself and be a good boy every day, so I can have that open, and be pono. Because like I said, when I choose to be a knucklehead, the heavens are closed. Yeah. So that's
they make it known.
Yeah, little easier said than done sometimes, because like you were sharing earlier, sometimes it's self-inflicted, sometimes it's not. Stuff happened to you. It's how you react to that. Yeah, yeah. So good question.
Nice.
For me, I look for ho'ailonas from them because I'm a ka'ua koko. When I'm dealing with something, I always ask, like, help me. I don't know how to do this, or where do I need to be? And the ho'ailonas come, like the rainbows come. If I'm at unrest with something and or just not peaceful in my heart, as I walk or different things, ho'ailonas come. The double rainbows will always be my auntie, my tutu. I always look for those, and it's just happened more and more, just the little things. So I do look for them, and I feel their presence,
Yeah. For people listening to this and they're hearing us talk about ho'ailona, which are like these signs, symbols, however you want to interpret it, how can people look for the ho'ailona and know, like, because I see rainbow, I feel the wind, I say, is that a ho'ailona? I see a mo'o? Is that an ancestor Hawaiian? Like what? How do we know what is a Hawaiian?
A lot of times, for me, it's confirmation. I'm not one to look for a sign, but it's so, it's part of being, also, you grow up here, whether you Kanaka or not, doesn't matter. You inherit different things from the land, and it's just how we were raised, and it's how it is, and you recognize different things. You're pausing, and you're, a lot of times it's just confirmation. I think Hawaiian is confirmation, and you have a good feeling inside your heart. It's going to be okay. And you continue to move forward. Yeah. Somebody said, like you heard this term, faith, the size of a mustard seed, yeah, can move mountains. But you better get your shovel and wheelbarrow and get out there and dig. So faith is an action word, yeah, or the hope to do or to accomplish. You got to do your part. You cannot say, okay, I'm ready. No, you got to do your part. So it's all part of that. I think anyway.
For sure.
I've seen a lot of different like podcasts or just clips on Facebooks, and it's really interesting because there was this one gentleman that told his story. Now he's talking to youth in the schools, and there was another lady. I think they're doing something similar, but he explained this where he was in prison and he was in solitary. And you probably even know this gentleman because I think you've had him on here.
Okayo.
Yes.
And
And where he talked about he got to a place in his life, went so far down that rabbit hole. And it wasn't until he was in solitary that like he finally acknowledged there was a God, an akua, a greater force or being than himself. And for me, when I heard his story, I was just like, wow, some of us have to go way down that rabbit hole to acknowledge there's a God or something greater than us. I also understand that like because of different prejudices or different things, or even when religion is in there, like some of us forget about that there is even a God. And so for me, like I do truly believe there's a God. I did not all my life because of my upbringing and the childhood trauma and the sexual trauma that I had as a kid. I did not believe in a God because I was like, wow, if there's truly a God, then why the hell did I have such a crappy life? But as I got older and I did go to church and I did serve a mission for our church, I served in Japan. I realized while I was in Japan that in order to speak another language, you better be having that relationship with a loving Heavenly Father because He's going to put those words in your mouth. And they stuck. And I understood that was stability, and I learned to love my Heavenly Father. And I know a lot of people out there don't believe in Christianity or whatever, but that there's got to be that part in your your whole self, that you believe that there is a God. And then if you believe there's one, then you're going to start talking to Him, right? And then different answers are going to come to us in all different ways. Whether if you're a Christian and you believe in Christianity, believe in Holy Spirit, He's there for you. He wants you to succeed. You don't have to look far. Some of us, we don't even believe, right? So I believe there's a God. I believe He blesses us. I believe that we've been put together to remember Him and our ancestors before. I see different things that come Hawaiilonas, like I said earlier, because I believe my ancestors are there and they're sending these things to tell me confirmation also, confirm what I also feel in my heart and I feel good about, because I've already asked. And those things come to confirm those things, like Brooke said. His confirmations, we get them kind of similar, but He's come in His dreams and His artwork, and He's able to portray that for me. It comes other ways.
Sometimes it doesn't come at all.
Yeah.
That's an answer to
Or
it.
sometimes, do you think it comes and it's like you read it totally wrong? Like, oh, I thought that was a hoʻailona, but it wasn't,
Yeah,
and
right.
I shouldn't have done that.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Or it's like the experience, right? Because
Yeah.
some of us, if we didn't have the experiences that we do in our life, would we be the kind of people we are right now, this present moment?
People we meet,
Yeah, you
experiences
know.
we all have had. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's through those experiences makes us who we are. But understanding that there's a greater force or a God that loves us and wants us to succeed, I think helps me, in our relationship too. Like we've come a long way.
Yeah, we different, bro.
We're
that,
from
bro.
like totally different backgrounds, but it works for us. But we built our home on the understanding of God, Jesus Christ, and we serve.
And a safe haven from the world.
Yeah.
We want you to bring your friends over, and come. And been wonderful all these years when people do come to the home. We got a small 2-bedroom apartment right now. As soon as they walk in the door, they have that feeling. They mentioned it, the pictures on the wall, different things. They
Nice
said,
spirit.
that's what we kind of want. That's what we, it's a safe haven. You might not be control what's happening in the Middle East right now, but you can always control this.
Yeah,
family.
the nucleus.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Yeah, awesome. Mahalo for sharing. Next question comes from Kanaka.history1. This person says, do you ever get nervous painting aliʻi or important historical figures knowing people might judge how they are portrayed?
Yeah. The only time I got into trouble, honestly, with something like that, was that I didn't pause. I was doing a big painting, 6 foot by 8 foot painting of Kalani Pu'u and his sons, his champions. But I was never supposed to put his hanai in there, Kamehameha. I got real sick, bro. Because Kamehameha ended up killing everybody in that dang painting, bro. Kau twins, yeah. Kivala'o, yeah. So, they didn't want him in the painting, bro. You can paint him, I can do all the paintings of Kamehameha by himself or with his gang, yeah, but not with the inner circle, yeah. So, that's the only time I remember getting sick. I had to go get a priesthood blessing because, bro, I was getting bust up.
Oh, wow.
They wasn't happy, bro.
So those things affect you like physically and not just like
I am
emotionally.
doctor, bro. There's
mentally.
nothing wrong with me.
Like,
yes.
well, you have like a physiological effect
Yes.
from that.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's the only
That's
time.
how important, or like
Yeah.
it weighs heavily on you, and that's how deep the kuleana goes.
It is. It's a
Wow.
deep kuleana. It is because it's not my story; it's their story, and I'm trying to honor them. So a lot of times, I don't feel I'm good enough yet. I'm still learning, but do it anyway.
Yeah.
Just do your best, and it's always with love and respect. So, never meant to, or even, okay. I'll always side on the side of the underdogs. I do that a lot. Because history is written from the point of the victors. The loser's not around to tell his side of the story. But
Yeah.
they have a story too. So anyway.
Yeah.
So we always share with people, like, if he's doing something heavy, like, we can feel their presence in our home. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, whew, we need to get this one out quick.
Sometimes
You
I
know?
gotta stop, bro.
Yeah.
Because I just cry,
Wow.
Yeah.
Like when I was doing Kalani Keliʻikipikanekaolohaka, the special matriarch. Bro, I gotta pause. I gotta stop because they're just thankful, Thank you. And I said, no, thank you. Don't
Wow.
And it's been like that a lot. I'm thinking about those times when that different kūpuna, you can just, I cannot see you. I mean, well, like I see you right there, bro.
Yeah.
I know you right there. But in other ways, I can. I know some people that can't see, like you. Yeah, they see, they can see, but it's their presence. And so I share this too with the Hawaiian native. Yeah, I'm not moʻolelo guy, but in my dreams, when they communicate, it's all through thoughts. But in my dreams, I feel their love, like warm water being poured over my entire body, or a big pune'e hugging me. I love you, bro. You cannot describe that. It's that's why, bro, I'm talking about stuff like this. Can happen to me, can happen to you too. I'm nobody special. I tell people, they love all of us. They do. You just gotta pause, find out what you like to help other people, share your talent, and just live aloha, that's all. I know easier said than done, but it can be done. and
Yeah.
you can get help. I get help.
Yeah, and it's obvious that you take it seriously, and the privilege that you've been gifted, it you carry with you throughout everything that you do, and you try to honor them. I see it as like these ancestors and the people that visit you in your dreams or whatever. If you're just closing your eyes and thinking, like, they hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And you take that seriously.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be held. I'm gonna hold myself accountable, but these people are holding me accountable,
Yeah.
and I cannot mess around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cannot.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I can see that.
A quick
Yeah.
story. Well, how they send help when I need help. My son and daughter were coming home spring break from BYU. My son was on a football team. I'm at the airport. Drena, she was doing something else. I had to go pick him up. They're right there on the side of the corner, but I cannot go because there's a lady in front of me on her phone. It's open for her to go up and pick up her guy. So she's there. I'm counting to 10, bro. Yeah, so 10, 11. So I give her like love tap on the phone. Beep, beep. Not beep, beep. No. Beep, beep. So she gets her stuff and she go. And so she goes. So I go right behind her. My kid's right there with the bags. And then the guy she was picking up. What the F you beeping at my wife? So I think you're talking to me. He goes, yeah, I'm talking to you. Oh, bro, you talking to me? He goes, yeah, what the F you think you're doing? I go, brah, you just got off the plane, yeah? He goes, yeah, you don't know who the F you're messing with. I'm from one of the biggest gangs in LA. I said, brah, then get on that damn plane and go back. Come over here, you act like that. You're not going to. I don't care who the hell. My son is flying in. He's ready for punt. I got to hold him back. He's got his BYU hat, BYU football shirt. People are filming already. I said, no, son, no can. He goes, what do you...
Oh, watch out, the painting's falling.
Yeah,
Good catch, good
yeah,
catch.
see? So anyway,
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's
yeah.
it. That painting's
Yeah.
coming. That's the whole island right
So
there.
I had
That's
the ancestors
crazy.
coming, but I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. I turned
I think
my
that's
back.
good, yeah.
So all of a sudden, on the side, one guy jumps in, grabbed me. He's a security guard at the airport. He says, "Uncle," because it was COVID, so he had the mask on my hat. Security guy from the airport. "Uncle, you from Kaneohe?" I could tell. Yeah. I said, "Yeah." I was, "Oh, Uncle, you don't know me, but your brother Dave is my coach at Castle. I love your brother. He was good." He said, "Uncle, this guy not worth it. I take care of him. Go home." I looked at that guy and I said, "Thank you for saving Uncle from being on the 6 o'clock news. He's ready for pound this guy." He said, "No, Uncle, you're not worth it." So he said, go, Uncle, take your salary." So we went. The guy went right after. He said, "Knock it off, bro. You get Keliʻikipikanekaolohaka." I said, "What?" He said, "I'm not going to tell you again." And so we went, and I thought about it, and I said, that's not a coincidence. We're at the airport. This guy could have been any station. I had my hat and my mask on. "Uncle, you from Kaneohe?" "How the heck can he recognize me?" "I look like my brother Dave." Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So I don't embarrass myself or the family. I was serving as a heavy church calling. "Is that President Parker on the 6 o'clock news?" "Okay, bro." Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I paused the line thinking, man. So I called my brother up. I said, "Dave, I don't know the guy's name, but thank you, bro." He goes, "Whoa, what I did now?" I said, "It's all good, Dave. Yeah, you're former players. They love you. Thank you for, you saved me today. What happened, bro?" Told him, "It's all right, bro. It's all right."
That's crazy.
It is, bro.
It's even crazier how the painting came forward at us while you're telling that story.
Yeah.
That is not...
I know. I never feel gusto in.
What the heck? Like, how did that happen? It's been good the whole entire time.
I know.
It's stable.
Yeah.
For the last hour and a half, it's just been sitting like that. You never touch them, never move them. We're in a studio. There's no wind. And that thing just started to fall over when you were getting to that, like, part of the story.
Here with us.
We were also told at one
That's
time, brother,
crazy.
that
Where we
when we
go.
met these people, spiritual, he said, "I was very intimidated when I first met you because you always have people around you."
Yeah.
"What do you mean? You never travel alone, bro. They're always watching you and guarding you." So I took that in all humility, and then we had a couple of spiritual experiences, maybe off camera I can share with you. Grandma came, bro. All this guy know, what he tells me, ask me questions. Well, you ever know your dad's mom? I'm like, I just met you. Yeah, is it my grandma Parker? Yeah, she saved me when I was a kid. She know about my bad temper. She said I could change and keep on trying. She loved me.
Mm-hmm.
She said, yeah, you see her, tell her I love her and I miss her. I can't wait to see her again. So, but you just did, but she's sitting right next to you. I was like, bruh, how am I supposed to give a presentation? I was up next.
Oh my God.
I said, I'm a blubbering idiot.
Yeah.
Crying, stuff like that, bro. I cannot, the painting, they were getting, because they probably was there and they remember too. They was ready for help, jump in too.
They're back up. Yeah.
And, bro, I've learned, like with my grandpa Arthur. My grandson is named Arthur.
Oh, it's my grandpa's name too, Arthur.
Bro.
From Ka'u, yeah.
If he's the only one that shows up, that's all you need, bro. Stories about him when he was young. The Pula Honolulu, bro. Everybody. But loving, kind too. But when time for rock and roll, that's all you want to do. Yeah. Or this is the consequence.
Yeah.
So like Brooke said, we never, that's
Yeah,
our
that was
Kuleana,
interesting. I thought
That was crazy.
Sorry, bro.
We never travel alone. They're always with us.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. That's if there's that is the biggest ho'ailona. Like if you don't believe in ho'ailona, like did you see that, Jordan?
Because I was looking like this, bro. The guy at the airport.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it looked like he's ready to jump in battle.
Bite the guy's head off, bro.
Yeah.
My daughter's right there, and bro.
That's crazy. Jordan, did
Never
you see
do
that,
nothing
Jordan?
to you.
Dude, when he was telling that story, the painting started to fall forward. I know we'll talk about it after, but anyways, okay. Next question.
Yeah.
808 genealogy nerd.
Oh,
A nerd.
cute name,
A nerd.
yeah.
A nerd. Nah, not a nerd. Just a nerd. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, this person says.
Khalil.
Is that not Khalil?
I don't know.
This person says, "What's the most surprising thing you've discovered while researching Hawaiian genealogy?"
There's not a lot of surprises though.
Well, what I've learned over the time, they're not like that anymore, bro. They don't want to be remembered. They're evolving on the other side. They made bad choices, or that we would call bad choices. And when I did the rivalry series, I did a section of guys that never get along through the centuries, yeah? So
that's cool.
Started out with Kaula here against Kukona, yeah? The big island guy, they tried the island hop. He was the first guy that tried to do what Kamehameha did. Almost successful until he ran into the buzzsaw called Kukona and his son, Mano Kalanipo, and the Kauai guys, yeah? How they trapped him in it. And I kept on doing, after that, and I hear, Alapai, what about us, bro? Me, Ako, okay. And then, Ke Kaulike, yeah? All those guys, him and his son, us don't forget about us. Kamehameha, of course. Kahikili after, Kalani Kupuli, all those guys, yeah? And I learned that when I did that series after, and I have some spiritual guys come over, they're not mad at each other anymore, bro. It's power. It's power. They water under the bridge, we got to have water under the bridge too. They want to move forward. So different things like that. But I learned that hopefully that answered the question. We can't keep them in that box. We might want to romanticize it and stuff, but they're trying to progress too. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm just writing in my notes to make sure we clip that part of the painting falling down.
Yeah.
So I don't remember, because that one we gotta share.
Yeah, I didn't even think about sharing that, but I wanted to share that because, again, I mean, as I think about it, that guy could have been working any part in the whole airport. Bruh, are you kidding me? At that moment? At that kind, I was ready for, no, but I don't need your help, bruh. I'll take care of this guy. But didn't
You needed help in another way.
Yeah.
In a restraint
that guy
way.
can't grab me. And the guy's grabbing me, and I just... Uncle, you from Kaneohe? How the heck does he know I'm got a hat in America? Shut the eyebrows. I go,
I would be scared if I was that LA guy and you stood up and you see a 6'5".
Nah, I never care. Everybody just,
I'd be surprised. I'd be like, oh no, it's okay. You can honk at my wife. It's okay.
Yeah,
I'll go in Waikiki and go to the beach. All right, next question comes from Malia Da Kailani. This person says, what's it like being married to an artist who's constantly deep in Hawaiian history and genealogy? Do those conversations ever follow you home?
Sorry, I gotta laugh because, okay, so in our household,
I know she's getting it.
Brooke creates, and we are like the worst audience. My kids and I, because he'll be like, "Oh, look, Dad did this."
Daddy
And I'm
just
like,
finished 2 weeks. Daddy just finished. They come home from school, yeah? Oh, that's nice, Dad. Where's Mom? So I don't ask anymore, bro.
Or I'll,
They're all ma'a.
I've grown.
Old hat, bro. So like an old hat, yeah?
I've grown in the art business because
if you need it.
what do you call it? Because Brooke will paint something and then he will
I'm not looking for a pat in the back. I'm not.
and I'm just
bro.
like, oh,
Yeah.
nice, and then I just keep
But
going.
you ask the people around like what you think,
That's
right?
about
The
it, though.
soundboard.
Yeah. So
But the other day, bro, like, okay, from before, painted one canoe, bro, off of Waikiki, coming in Diamond Head, old school, yeah? Never have the hotels yet. So I'm proud, bro. So I tell Aine over here, oh, what you think? Where's the turtle?
he's painting that. Yeah.
What you mean the turtle? Dad, you forgot to make the turtle. I wasn't thinking about putting on that turtle inside there. So I put on turtle in the painting, bro.
I was like, please, just put the head. Just put the head a little bit.
But the lady that bought the painting bought him because of the turtle, bro.
That's why women are always right.
Bruh. So the other day, I finished the Hula Girls, yeah? So she made a comment the other time too. I think you should fix the hair. I don't like the hair. Okay, honey. Fix them, bro. Not even that 3 minutes. I can fix them. I don't get, offended anymore.
Yeah.
Are you an artist? Do you know what you're doing? No. I just listen. And I think it came out good, bro.
Wow.
So,
I gotta get better at that too, because sometimes so many people, like even my family and friends, they're like, "Oh, like this clip, you should talk about this, or you should get this." And I'm like, I don't like listen to anybody who's not in my field,
yeah.
right?
The peanut gallery is alive and well, bro.
Yeah.
Always gonna have that. But
So
yeah,
we're like the worst audience for him, and
not good. bro.
he'll show us something and we'll be like, oh, that's nice. Okay, well, so what's and
what are we getting for zippies?
Exactly.
yeah, but
That's all right, bro. Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the only one that goes through that. Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
Right
It's
on,
all
right
right.
on.
I love them.
we
Still
don't
love
have
them,
deep
bro.
conversations about history and stuff. That's for people who come to our booth and talk to him.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. You can separate it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Next question comes from Wahine with a palette. This person says, if you could paint any person from Hawaiian history that hasn't been portrayed much, who would it be and why? It's an
That's a
interesting
good question
yeah.
because each island has their own heroes, and a lot of times I'm not thinking about somebody, but then I'll get promptings. Oh, how long more you gonna make us wait? Yeah, so that's a great question.
Yeah, who's in the queue right now?
Yeah, I just finished a whole bunch for Hilo, Mary Monarch coming up. Hilo stuff, hula stuff. Excuse me. It's important and all of that, but
Hula in Hilo. That's what it is.
my ku and Hina is very unbalanced. I get a hard time. You got to twist my arm for do Hina stuff, right? But so I cannot always be like the art I do because it's stuff for the man cave. Yeah, women like so.
Okay, first time ever. This is a shout out to everybody. First time when we went to Mary Monarch the second year, we were in the Civic, and I asked Brooke, please, just like 1 or 2 hula, please, just please. I got 3 hula and 17 warriors. So this year
They all sold, but they all sold.
They all sold.
Okay.
But this year we have 4 hula.
8 for girls,
4 girls and 4 men.
4 fellas.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Kahiko.
This
So-
is good because this comes out like 2 weeks before Mary Monarch starts.
Yeah.
So head over to Hilo.
And so we have hula this
Okay,
year.
nice.
Yay.
You gotta have the cutesy stuff for the wahine.
Yeah,
I
know.
I rip Pokemon
right.
cards and I like the nice fighting ones. but,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
girlfriend,
bro.
she like the cutesy cards.
Bro, we guys, it's in our
cutesy.
DNA. I
yeah.
get friends that can paint flowers, birds,
So
and
we're gonna
fish,
have
but I'm
hula.
not that guy.
Yeah. Nice.
Can
That's a
be.
great balance of cool and Hina. All right. Last question comes from Kyle K44_. Sorry, wait. Did you answer actually like who a specific person that? Did you want to say a name?
I don't know yet. I mean,
Okay.
Kalani Kaulele was on the agenda, was on the queue because nobody really. My dad did one of her maybe long ago. I did one for originally in pencil for the new ruling chiefs, but it never came to fruition. So she was very.
Can you tell them who she is?
Oh,
Because
Kalani
that was
Kaulele,
huge,
yeah,
and a lot of
Evie.
people don't know
Yeah,
her.
she was
I'm not sure.
a great matriarch. She was the direct result of 300 years of you gonna marry her, sometimes your sister, and she's the result. So when she was born, she was raised in a special pa. Nobody can desecrate her, yeah. And when she was old enough to marry, she married one of the 4 great kings that was alive at the time. She didn't have a choice, really, yeah. She was just paired off. So Maui got to go first. A great-grandson of Pi'ilani, his name was Ko'ulahea. And they got together and they had a daughter. Her name was Kikui Apu'iwa, the nui, or the first. Highest ranking of all because she's the first one. Ko'ulahea has a wife and another son, and his name is Kekaulike. Kekaulike and his half-sister get together. Kamehameha Nui Ailuao, Kalola, Kalani Opu's wife eventually. Another daughter, she didn't live long, and Kahikili. That's from that. Then she goes to Kona, marries Keawi'ikekahi aliʻi o Kamoku. They have 2 children, boy, girl, and all their descended. Then she goes to Kohala, she marries Ka'uawa Nui Amahi. I used the word marriage, pairs up. That's where Alapa'i comes from. That's his mama and daddy. Then she goes to Kauai. Awa stole her true love, Lono Ika Haupu. They have 2 children, Keawi Poipoi and Kano'ena. Brother and sister get together. They have Kailaupuli, the oldest daughter, my great-great-great-grandma, so I named my twins after, and her 2 twin brothers, Kamehameha and Kamanava, twins. Keawi Poipoi has another wife, yeah? They have a son, and the son's name is Ke'aomoku, Papai Ahi Ahi. So you see the family relationships, yeah? All became close to Kamehameha, right? Because he comes down the line too. But that's how special she was. So when I was doing that painting, bro, I was very emotional because I had to time out and get the Kleenex, and I couldn't stop crying because they're very, very happy. So when I didn't bring that, I should have brought it. I have one big, but show you the painting.
Yeah.
She's traveling with Ana Manele and all her bodyguards, bro. She mostly traveled at night, but when she had to travel at day, if you're on a bystander, you better get on the ground and prostrate yourself, bro, because you're not going to be around if you forget. So I did that coming. She's walking along the beach. I mean, she's with her guys.
Yeah. I remember this like 2 years ago, I think. I learned about the story of Olomana. And like how that, I think Olomana was from Kauai.
Yeah.
And then like it was like this chief or whatever. And like he came to Oahu because I forget, it was like somebody called him out like, I'm better than you, whatever. And then the person, I forget who killed him, like chopped him in half or something. And that's why the peaks are like that or something. So it's like his body, like, that was the story?
Yeah, you have all of that, so I'm like a guy like Solomon Enos. He's heavy into the legends and the kind there. I'm a little bit more newer,
Yeah, like if it was...
So he likes to paint that kind of stuff, the gods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to cover all the bases.
Yeah, and it makes sense too with me just learning your background of like being Christians and one true God, not really playing into like all the mythology and stuff. So.
But I respect that and all of that.
Totally,
it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not judge, but people have their own opinions, and so
you can think of it as you can think of it as like another Marvel universe or like Greek mythology, and just think of it as like, wow, that's cool stories, right? With lessons to be learned.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Last question comes from Kyle K44_. This person says, "What's one Hawaiian historical story that more people should know about?"
Oh, didn't you just share it?
I guess it's kind of similar, huh?
Which one, Mom?
What is one Hawaiian historical story that more people should know about? I was like, didn't
well,
you
what
just
about?
share it?
Because it's kind of similar to the other question we got. But what about like, what do you think? I'm just gonna kind of change Kyle's question. Sorry, Kyle. Like, what do you think is something that people misunderstand about Hawaiian history? Because most of it has always been told from somebody else's perspective of it.
True.
And now recently we're having more opportunities to share from a Hawaiian lens. But in your experience, or both of your experiences?
I think it's like you said, we were talking earlier about everybody had a different talent and or a contribution. As I was taught, there was no homeless back in Hawaii. No more. Everybody had a job thing to do. And even, there was a category of kawa, or the slave. And, again, I don't judge. It was what it was. But even with all of that aspects, they work together to help the community as a whole continue to move forward. And we need to remember that today, because a lot of times in our Hawaiian communities, like we heard this a million times, the crab in a bucket syndrome, yeah? And one guy trying to do good, you think you're better than me? And you have all of that. And it wasn't like that before, but, the comment, how you feel making money off your ancestors, bro, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, unsolicited, but, bro, this is how I feel. How do you take care of your family? So different things like that. You can always turn it around, like what you were saying. But I think as a general remembrance of that and aliʻi did the best he can, and you get a whole bunch of comments about that, and you had your kind, good guys, and you had guys that maybe they had, like I said, I'm not judging now, but so you had these different, and unfortunately the people were blessed or suffered because of their leadership too. So all of that, we learn from their victories and we learn from their bad days too, and try not to repeat and continue to move forward now. I don't live in the past. I learn from the past, trying to move forward, but honoring them and signifying and hopefully representing the aloha. And I don't look at that as a weakness. Yeah, it's not. I mean, yeah, being kind-hearted and stuff like that. Because you're always going to have guys who are going to take, that.
Yeah, take advantage,
Yeah, that's just life. But how you fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah, exactly. You got to learn. But it happens enough where you're like, okay, not how to not place yourself in those situations.
Set boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And one of my favorite quotes you talk about the past is like the past is a place of reference, not residence.
Right, good.
And that's something that I always
Thank
believe.
you.
We can learn from it, but we don't got to live over there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And going on, mahalo everybody for the social media question. To make sure you leave some for our next guest, and maybe a question will make it on the podcast. You talk about how, you don't judge our ancestors and our kūpuna. I know one thing that I wouldn't say it's controversial, but there's different perspectives that some people might have about like Kamehameha.
Right.
Like, was Kamehameha a good guy or was he a bad guy? Because he united all the islands, he did all these good things. He's revered. Kamehameha school. There's so many things that Kamehameha has done and he's credited for. But then the way he did it is a little different. And then you watch Chief of War. If you didn't know, like he used modern weapons. He used guns to unite the islands. And there's probably other stuff that we probably don't want to talk about that he did.
And even the Kau incident, and other things too. But again, like you're exactly right. And the reason why they kind of made it like Kamehameha only had the guns, how he was able to do that. Kamehameha controlled the better harbors. All the other guys wanted to trade too. But if you cannot land and let's trade, bro. No can. So he had access to better harbors, better trading. They had guns too, the other guys. But yeah, it is what it is. Better mousetrap. I can use this instead of trying this. Yeah, I'm going to use this. So, but yeah, exactly. And like I said, my Ka'u cousins, they still get hard time on Kamehameha Day. Yeah? They don't celebrate Kamehameha Day. And that's so be it, bro. Yeah, so be it. We don't live in the past. We learn from it. We move forward.
Yeah. Well, everyone's a villain or a hero in somebody's eyes, right?
Pretty much, bro.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So that's what it is. All right. So I like to ask all of my guests the same question as we come to the back end of the podcast about keeping it aloha. It's the name of the show. It's something I try to do every single day of my life. So I want to know, in your lives, how do you keep it aloha?
Well, for me personally, I'm very, very thankful that I have a eternal companion that helps me and loves me despite my weaknesses. I've learned over the years how you react, and unfortunately, some given names affect your personality that we talked about. But I learned that it's easier to be kind sometimes and just be quiet. You got to go out of your way to be a jerk and a knucklehead. And sometimes it's just not to say anything. And like she said, being able to forgive and don't pick that up. I mean, your life is a whole lot easier. And unfortunately, I'm learning that in my late 50s and 60s, but it's never too late. And it's never going to be too late. If you're always trying to, get to that place where you have joy and peace, then so be it, hopefully, learning from the past, different things, and then continue to apply it now. But talk is cheap. You can preach a whole bunch of sermons, but bro, I rather see what you do. Yeah?
Action, yeah.
Exactly, bro. So, yeah.
Right on.
What about you, dear?
Well, we're empty nesters. We're in our 60s. And one of the things when we have the aunties come over or our kūpuna come over, I always ask them, so what have you learned at this stage of your life? Like most of them are in their 80s.
Oh, my daddy's first cousins came over a couple weeks ago. They're the last of his generation. I was honored to have them in my house. Yeah.
And what I've learned from them is that jobs will come, jobs will go. Money will come, money will go. Doesn't matter about the houses, doesn't matter about the cars you drive. It just matters. The most important thing to them is their family and having feel that love of a family. That's the most important thing to them. And when you're your age, you're in the grind. You're trying to figure it out, get married, have kids, the whole thing. How will you survive? And then all of a sudden your kids go away and then we're empty nesters and then you miss them. But the only time you have with them now is times that you can steal away. And as parents, when you're empty nesters, there's a lot of regrets. Like maybe I should have not done this, or you can only apologize for what childhood dramas you brought into your life as a family, and you hope your children will be forgiving. But for my older aunties and things, because I do take care of my auntie, it's basically all they want is for people to remember them and to love them and to have time. Time is their most important commodity of being with their family, and that's the most important thing to them. So for me, to live aloha means to be kind and to be aware of your surroundings. And there's so much people who have needs, and that if we continue to be ourselves and shine light and love people for who they are and not judge. Yeah. And just love them, because you know what? When they leave this earth, then you're going to miss them, and you're going to, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it's too late. So for us, we like spending time with our children, and they're like amazing human beings. Like their thoughts, their opinions, they're just amazing.
Thank you for reminding me. As parents to adults, I learned to stay in my own lane now. Yeah, unsolicited comments are not welcome anymore. So anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, Dad. Okay, Mom. Yeah.
They don't even have to. You see the eyeballs rolling, brother.
Yeah. I'm an adult kid, so I understand it. But you're the same age as my parents, I get it. Sorry that we're a little we seem a little too occupied sometimes, or we only call you when we need something.
No, you guys in the grind. You guys in the grind now. That's why. Yeah,
but
we understand.
You're amazing. I watch your mindset.
You a young guy, but you old too, bro.
I old soul.
You're an old soul.
Amazing.
For any stuff, bro.
Your parents must be very proud of you.
Yeah. My mom tells me all the time. Yeah.
You married, bro?
No, I just got my girlfriend. I live.
Okay. Yes, right. So,
yeah.
Very, what is she waiting for, bro? Very
That's okay.
Yeah, she got proposed to me. I get bad knees. I can't get on my knee yet.
Palele is also another very eligible bachelor. Yeah? Sorry, cuz. Yeah.
Right on. Well, those are great ways to keep it aloha. I want to know, like, what is one thing you wish people knew about you that they don't?
Only look scary, but I'm not.
Yeah. I think if people are watching this, they might be able to know that.
Bro, one time at church, one lady came up to me after. You need to smile more when you're on the pulpit. I go, what? She goes, you look very... I said, I'm sorry, but you're not knowing. The guy's going overtime. It's supposed to only speak for... but I cannot. I said, I'll work on it next week.
Yeah.
So she came back next week, and I was smiling the whole time like,
like a madman.
Yeah, like I'm some crazy guy coming out of the hospital. Yeah. I said, did I do better? She said, yeah, you still need to work on it. I said, thank you. I don't know this lady, you know what I mean? But if the shoe fits, wear it. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying. Yeah.
What do we want people to know?
Yeah, something you wish people knew about you that they don't. Like something people misunderstand. Like they think he's a scary guy, but he's nice. Yeah.
About you?
I don't. What do you call? Well, I would say what people don't know is.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good one to do one of each other. I think that's what you're about to do, huh?
I was gonna just drop them, but
Okay, you can do me first, and then
yeah, that's good.
That her senior year in college and playing volleyball in Weber State.
Dad, don't tell that.
That's what people don't know about you.
It's okay.
All-star, player of the year,
Olympic team, come out and try out.
No way.
Well, okay,
too humble this
turn.
one.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah.
So, she don't like that.
That's why you can let people brag for you. That's why when I do my intros, I brag about my
It was
guests.
just a letter.
So you go up to Weber State College. She's in the Hall of Fame.
What?
Yeah, 3 years in a row.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what position?
I'm a setter.
Setter, nice.
Yeah, I'm only 5'7".
So
Nice.
anyway,
That's
people
why
don't know that.
it makes sense. She sets you up for success.
Yeah.
There you go. For Brooke, I think the thing I'll share about him is he's more emotional than I am.
Yeah.
But he is also really funny. Like when you look at him, you don't think he's funny, but he makes me laugh because his humor would fly over my head a lot when we first got married. But now I'm like getting it, But
Stuff just comes, bro.
35 years later, you get him.
he's just really funny.
Uh-huh.
So if anything, I think people don't see that about you
Yeah,
unless
I
they're
guess
in
so.
your inner circle because most everybody just kind of like, what?
Yeah, I think we're learning about it in this episode. I can see it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like very witty and funny.
Part of the autism, bro. Stuff comes to me.
Very quick.
It's not degrading anything, but it's stinking hilarious, bro.
Yeah. You gotta say him.
I don't know where I come up with some of that stuff, but funny, man.
Right on. But what is your personal thing that you want people to know about you?
I enjoy being a mother. If that's my greatest accomplishment, is being a mother and a grandmother and a good wife. And it's not like, I think that is the greatest honor I have, is to be that for my family. And I love them very much.
All right on. Beautiful. Before we start to wrap up, I know we were having some good conversations before the podcast that I want to share with the audience too. We were talking about, kind of like moʻolelo Hawaii and our identity and like, like people judging each other. Hawaiians always critiquing Hawaiian and stuff like that. And that's when I brought up how I view it these days is like a modern ahupua'a where everybody got their roles and strengths, right? You get the people in the land, you get the people doing tech stuff, you get people making stuff, you get people educating. So we don't always have to do every single thing. Like we all can't do like make a player on NBA 2K26 and do 99 attributes for every single thing. Like that's just impossible. So I just wanted to, start closing with this conversation because it's really important and people are always interested in hearing these things, like how do you find that security in who you are and like your strengths and not be like, I gotta do this to feel more Hawaiian or I gotta do this to, or maybe sometimes we even dim our light a little bit. Like, oh, I'm doing too much. Like, I can't be too much of a Kanaka because I gotta blend in with this modern society. You know, like, how did you guys come to your like find your confidence in that?
I've noticed a lot of younger generation living on the mainland, they find a need to tattoo their bodies, Hawaiian style, to help them connect. Guys ask me all the time, you get tattoos, bro? And something that people don't know about me, I have a low tolerance of pain. Stub my toe, bro. I see that, bro. I get it easy, bro. Yeah. I don't like that. So, and then if you had my father growing up, never smoked dope, never, bro, they even touch it. Yeah, bro, I wouldn't be here talking to you today, okay?
Yeah.
So I just stayed away from them. So I share. I don't judge. They want to feel connected. Wonderful. You know, they ask me all the time, can help me design cacao and stuff? What does it mean? You know, plenty of stuff. I said, it's really up to the family. You cannot say this only means that. A different family has different versions or what it feels to them. So being respectful, stuff like that, I don't spoon feed. I try not to. You can find out, I'll tell you what books for go. And then ask a kua. Because I'm just a road sign again. I'm not gonna, you need to, that way you have a moral authority on it because you did your homework. So anyway, I said, I don't choose to have mine on the inside and mine come out when I paint these guys. Okay. So that's how I show my Hawaiianness. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you've always been secure with that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I have been, you know. I don't need to, the kind, yeah. I mean, and I see the brothers that go on the face now. That is, you all in, brother.
I know.
You all in, bro. And, you know, kudos to them too. They feel that, the kind, yeah. But mine is this way. It helps me stay connected. So whatever
it is that you do, yeah,
right.
exactly. That makes you feel
bro.
like that, yeah.
I'm not going to judge you how, and what he needs to do, whatever you like to. You know, it's okay. It helps you. That's you. Fine. Yeah.
Totally. Awesome.
Yeah. So.
And then you have a really interesting perspective because you were disconnected from the Aina. Well, I'm physically, I would say, you know, for like a portion of your life.
So, what was the question?
Even when she said, talking about being, when we did the thing at Manoa, Kanaka sitting right next to me, bro. After, because I was sitting in the back, Drena was talking, and he said, you know, bro, thank you for sharing all that Hawaiian stories, you know. You know, I look Hawaiian, and I go, bro, yeah, brother, you know. He goes, bro, I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't taught. I grew up in a house. They don't talk about stuff like that. I said, it's probably fascinating. And it's the feeling that they're feeling because their heart is being, hey, this guy talking about your honor, you know. They love you, you know. That's what he's feeling. So thank you, bro. When is the next one? A lot of people, when is the next one? I said, I don't know. You got to talk to the manager over there. In here over there. I don't know. But that's a neat thing, helping. Yeah. So they might look, but they don't know. Not their fault. They wasn't taught. Yeah. So it's all right. I'm sharing. I'm not an expert. I'm not, bro. I refuse. No more PhD. No more nothing. Yeah. Only played around at BYU Hawaii. Yeah. But other things that come. You know, I respect those guys that have the discipline to get those degrees. And all my kids have. And all that pala is, to me, wonderful, shows you can do hard work. It will help you make better decisions later on to help take care of your family. That's what it does.
Give you options.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
All
More
good.
options.
All good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the question was, how do I stay connected?
No, like, how did you find security in, like, your, your koko and like who you are, you know, like you said, some people, they feel like they got to get tattoos to be Hawaiian or learn to speak fluently to be Hawaiian. And, you know, one thing I don't want to say I hate, because I don't hate thing, but I don't like when people are like, they come up to me and, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, like, or when we're just talking like, oh yeah, I don't speak Hawaiian, like I never learned, like, why you apologize? You don't gotta apologize for that stuff. Like, but like for you, you know, me, I've throughout my life and, you know, teenage years, like I always felt like I needed to be more tan to seem like I'm more local or Hawaiian. Like, you know, I had the language, but there's other aspects of it. Like, oh man, do I have to buy a lifted Yoda and a gold chain to be a local boy? Like I drive a hybrid truck and I don't wear any jewelry, you know, like.
Yeah.
So like it took me a while to get to that point where like I don't care what anybody else thinks. I am who I am. Like I'm Hawaiian, I'm Japanese, I'm Portuguese, I'm Korean, whatever it is. Like I don't need to be just Hawaiian, you know? So like how did you come to that like place of like security and identity?
I think it's interesting because when we first got married, you know when the DNAs first came out?
Yeah, like the Ancestry, 23andMe.
So like we did that. And the interesting thing is all my kids were like, Mom, what's mom? What's mom?
Yeah.
And I came out 72% Hawaiian.
Oh,
And then
Way more than
I
me.
had like
stay right there.
like a little bit less like Native American, and then there was English, and then there was I believe British. So it wasn't English, it was British, because my tutor always said we were Irish.
Okay.
But when I took that, I'm like, no, we're not Irish, we're British. But
Could be though.
could be because they
island right there, babe.
intermingled
Yeah,
quite a bit.
yeah.
But as far as like my connection to Aina and like myself as a Hawaiian or a Kanaka Maoli, I mean, I'll share this really shortly with you. First show that we ever did was when we did in the gallery. It was part of the all the artists that was we got our stuff with Disney Aulani, and then Miley Myers had this place down by Mark's Garage. And we went
Native
there.
Books.
Native Books,
Yeah,
yeah. So
my brother works there.
That's
So
good
we-
people too.
by
there.
Mark's Garage, we had like a
Miley
thing, and I remember Roland Cazimero was there. Both of them, Robert and Roland, and you know,
Uluvehi.
and there was some other artisan, and then this lady asked me, and it was Mark's, the guy that creates things out of recycled things. It was his wife. And so I was telling her, I was raised in Papakolea, and, like, she goes, oh, so you're Kanaka Maoli? And I was like, so I went home that night and I told Brooke, what's a Kanaka Maoli?
She didn't know.
I didn't know. I did not know what one was.
Uh-huh.
And so I think that took me with a little trip inside my head. Like, so when the DNA came out, I was like, I knew I was Hawaiian, but how much Hawaiian, and that's what, stated on the thing. But for me, I have always had that connection to being, and now I know it's like not even like some of us think they term it as Native Hawaiian, but I am a Kanaka Maoli woman, and I feel that mana from my ancestors and the things I have been taught, and I have that connection now, and you know what? I really feel that it has given me joy and peace. And I've only recently come to that understanding, because before it was just like, I have aloha. I mean, when I meet people, I always do. I will always give you the benefit of the doubt. Some people may say something about you or another, but I will always give you the benefit of the doubt. But what I've been blessed with, Brooke and I, in our marriage, is I will pick up things from people, and I'll be like, maybe not this one, or maybe let's like go our own way, or things like that. But I feel that I've always felt good about that, and I think only now I'm understanding who I am as far as a Kanaka woman, and to be really happy with myself, because I'm able to get rid of all that generational trauma and childhood trauma and forgive. And I'm at a really, really good place and knowing who I am. And I feel like I can emulate that spirit and help people to know that you're loved no matter what. No matter where you came from, what you're going through, you are loved. God loves us. And he has something for each and every one of us. And if that's all I have to share, like...
But even what you were saying, we talk about blood quantum sometimes.
Yeah.
I like what the Maori say. You get one drop, you get 100 drops. You're Maori. Yeah. I remember discussing that on social media. The hell is this guy making Kanaka Maoli stuff? My good friend. I put a shout out for him. He likes to be anonymous, but Mr. Norman Tochiki from Aiea,
Okay.
Japanese guy.
Beautiful. He's a Tanaka Maoli.
Well, he sure is. The stuff he creates, all the Chief of War guys went to him. Yeah, because he spent so much time at the museum. Oh, what are you doing making? I said, bro, I'm going to tell you one, give you another name, and you guys going to be quiet. Please stop this ridiculousness. Yeah, about, oh, no more cocoa, this, that, what are you doing, this, that. Yeah, who? Patience Namaka Bacon. What? Yeah, crickets, yeah. Full-blooded Japanese. Who was her hanai? America Venapukui. Raised her. I was like, she's number one drop Hawaiian. She's more Hawaiian than some Kanakas I know from Waimanalo and Waianae and Nanakuli. It's not the block knife, it's how you act, how you respect. Remember that. Stop making divisions. I better than you because I get, nah, bro. How you live, how you act. So, really quick, before we leave Norman, he believes in reincarnation. He's a Buddhist. So I was going to say this, but I have to say, so you start off as one snake, yeah, and then if you're good, you're a venomous snake, then you make a good snake, then dog and stuff like that. So I just listening, he's teaching me, he's Buddhist, thinking, sorry. He said, you know what, bro, I think I might have been Hawaiian, before I became a Japanese. I go, brother, I was just going to say that because you can make stuff. He goes, yeah, I think I lived about like maybe 500 years ago, I just, I go, brah. So,
He makes awesome.
brah, yeah. You talk to all the guys. You talk Umikai, them, all those guys. Yeah, Kaha
Yeah.
Toledo, all the Biakawa guys. Everybody knows Brother Norman, but he's like that, It's okay. He spends hours at the museum looking at the art. It's okay. Please don't. Yeah, it's all good, brah. Yeah. Remember that. Yeah.
I do believe, it's more so like how you treat others and how you act. It's more important than the job. You get one job, you all in. You either all in, you all out, right?
Exactly.
So it's not like
you.
I'm kind of Hawaiian. I'm very
exactly.
It's you Hawaiian.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. But
Yeah.
I think what I care more about is like how you actually compose yourself, how you treat your ohana, how you treat other people, and whatnot. Yeah. But mahalo for sharing that. What do you hope people take away from this episode?
It's the title of your podcast. That's all, bro. That's all. Yeah. It's perfect. What you call your podcast.
Keep it aloha, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. But
that's what holds me accountable.
Just don't yao, yeah?
Yeah.
Action, brother.
Yeah. Can't just talk them. You gotta live it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like I wrote a book called Keep It Aloha as well, and we talk about how it's more than just a phrase and some words. It's a way of life. It's a mindset. It's how you live. So thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
And it can be done. It can be successful.
Totally.
One step at a time. Nobody ever ate an elephant in one bite. Yeah. You gotta try.
Yeah, totally. All right. So before we start to close out the podcast, I want to know if you have a life hack you can share with us. Were you able to think of one?
What is a life hack?
Like one shortcut or one good thing to learn about life in general.
Yeah, that just makes your life
share
easier.
That maybe you learned or something.
Yeah. It could be travel. It could be just words of wisdom.
You told him that I would.
Yeah, like an easy one to know whenever you're going in an elevator, the number with a star, that's always the lobby. That's a good life.
Thank you, bro.
And so if you're just wondering where you gotta go, the star is always the
Thank
the
you,
lobby.
bro. 64 years old, I learned that today.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I'm
like
getting
to know.
lost when I park the car. When I park the car.
Yeah.
I got to take picture of the elevator. Go ahead, babe.
My life hack is, okay, I'm going to be 62 this year, okay? So my life hack.
You're old, huh?
You're older. My life hack is when you brush your teeth, you balance on one side for half of your mouth, and then you balance on the other leg for the other side. And when you're not doing anything, always do quick feet, because as you get older, sometimes you lose your balance and you can fall. But if you do quick feet, like on a daily basis, just do quick feet, your feet will actually remember that, and it'll help you before you fall.
Wow, that's good. That's the first time I heard that. That's really good.
Well, in that spirit, I regret I didn't take judo classes when I was small in Kaneohe because I would know how to fall when I do fall. How's that? That came to me. That's good. So you guys can take judo out there, MMA, learn how to fall now.
You're a volleyball player, then you could dive and roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
right.
Learning how to fall is really important because if you can't stop from falling, you just learn how to fall better.
Because that's what happened to me, bro, a couple weeks
This
ago,
out.
right in front of a Mexican restaurant, Oyalas. Bro, I fell down.
Wow.
And my hip has not been the same.
That's crazy.
All kind of tests, but because...
What's that other one? It's better to be kind than right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So good.
I think they said you can either be right or you can be married. That's what they said.
Brother. I can touch down. I'm like, I had enough nights sleeping on the couch, but yeah, the couch is my old friend.
Should have just said you was wrong. Yeah. All right. So these are just my last fast 5 questions. These are rapid fire answers. Okay. Then we're going to close the show by opening some Pokemon cards. Hopefully we get some good ones for your son. Okay. Favorite work snack?
Gina's ube cookies or her banana
can't
muffins, bro.
I'm just being tempted right
I'm
now.
telling you, bro.
I'm finishing up like this
that is-
45-day
that is
challenge and
addictive.
it ends in a
Every place
couple
I
days.
go.
So I'm going to take this on the flight to Washington with me. This is like your little like side hobby, yeah? Yeah.
She loves to bake, but
I can't wait.
Oh, favorite snack, he said, yeah?
Yeah, what
yeah,
about you?
that.
Because I did keto for so long, so I like fresh dates, cut them open, pit them, put pecans inside, and just drizzle a little bit of Lily's chocolate on top with Hawaiian salt.
Oh, that sounds
Tastes
good.
like a
Oh, no,
Snickers
bro.
bar, but
My
it's
sister-in-law
non-processed.
did like a chocolate covered date stuff, like kind of like what you're talking about. That might be similar.
I can only have 2 in a week.
Yeah, I have dates at my house. I like
When I eat her stuff, I feel like I'm Aladdin or Alibaba. It's the only time I'm gonna eat dates, bro. You
That's
know what I mean?
funny. All right, favorite guilty pleasure.
Rosalani.
Rosellani, vanilla bean, huh? Oh no, they get all kind. They get the chocolate too, and
Yeah.
Lily
But no
Cocoa
can,
Puffs.
got too much
Cocoa
sugar.
Puffs,
I
yeah.
got maybe a couple bites, that's it. But
yeah.
bro.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
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 Cocoa Puffs, good. All right, favorite travel destination.
Wherever my grandkids are.
Right now, Utah.
Utah.
Yeah. I don't care if they're in Timbuktu, bro. Yeah.
If they're in Kansas or something.
Yeah.
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 All right, favorite TV show or movie.
Movie was the Kane. I love. He just passed away. Yeah. Gus McCrae. That Western. Lonesome Dove, bro. I love Lonesome Dove.
I don't know that one.
Really, brother? Yeah, you got Lonesome Dove. Probably one of the best westerns. I'm a Western guy. I like
okay,
westerns.
okay.
Yeah. Dances with Wolves is another one.
Okay, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, Lonesome Dove, bro.
Listen up.
It's a miniseries,
Oh, you
but
see rapid fire. That's kind of hard, eh?
yeah. No. I mean,
What was
what
that?
movie you like?
It's a TV show or movie, whatever
Oh,
comes
I
to
know.
mind.
What's that British one? You
Bridgerton?
always watching.
Bridgerton?
Mine, I'm a Tomb Raider.
Oh, Tomb Raider. Yeah.
okay,
Lara
okay.
Croft. Yeah.
That's right.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Last one. Favorite art you've ever made?
Paintings of my moʻopuna. Mm-hmm. Yeah, always gonna be that, no matter what. That's the guess. What about you, dear?
The ube cookies.
That's good.
I don't do art. I sell it.
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe you'd answer like my kids or something.
No.
But this is it. The
Yeah,
most ono art. The only art you can eat, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how good that painting tastes, but this I'm sure tastes better.
I know what rhymes with art
No.
that you do very well, but we're not gonna mention. I'm sorry.
Cart.
Okay, cut that
Cart
part.
wheels.
Okay.
All right, so we wrap up by ripping packs of Pokemon cards. Have you ever done this?
No.
No, bro.
Okay, so you can choose which one you want.
Pick. Yeah.
This one? Okay.
Okay.
You're supposed to pick one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I was supposed to
pick
pick one too.
So I'll go first so you can.
Okay,
you
shoot
can
this one.
Show,
Oh,
I can
You
show
can
you how,
teach
okay? And
Yeah, you watching this?
Yeah, make your son proud, okay? So I usually kind of like
Oh, you
open the
don't
top
just
so you
rip
get
it?
one little puka
Okay.
to make it easier.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, you get it. Anyway, how?
Okay.
And then you go like this. And then this can go over here. The back is just like, you can just put on the side like this. And I like to guess the color of that energy. So I would say like blue. Oh, it was green. Okay. And then you show it to the camera like this.
Uh-huh.
And then you kind of just reveal it like that.
Oh, well, you guys got this down to a science, eh?
Yeah, I've ripped so many
Wow.
packs. And then the last 3 cards are supposed to be the best. So I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything good. So hopefully you guys get something good.
Go ahead, Annie.
And you're still working on opening your package.
Well, I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
rip it because
Oh yeah, go for it.
This
Yeah,
away?
and shout out to Bryson from H&L Collectibles for providing our packs today.
So a lot of
Yeah. So just move it on the side. You can just put them on the table.
okay, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Pokemon, bro. I don't know. My kids used to watch this.
Yeah. It's so popular these days because it's all of us that grew up with it. We adults
Right.
with money, so we can buy them now.
Right.
Yeah.
That's like my boy.
Yeah. Let's see what you get.
So I don't know these guys, but
Okay, you got regular stuff. You never get anything good, but maybe Drena can bring us home.
Yeah, bring us home.
Okay. So
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, we're there. Perfect teamwork. Okay, these are just the regular ones. The last 3 are the best. So if you get like a full art one, you'll know if it's good. It'll look really cool.
So they always save that for the last 3. In the
Yeah,
pack.
yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, there you go.
What
She's
is
the
that?
good luck.
Yeah.
You see how it looks different than all the other ones?
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
full art.
Get like shinies on them.
Yeah.
Some on the side, babe.
Yeah,
Some little-
I'll show it right here.
Oh, I
Execute.
got another one.
Oh, that's just the energy. So this is
Oh.
your hit. They call it the hit.
You get
Okay.
Yeah.
shiny stuff on this one too, bro.
Yeah, that's just like regular
Oh, okay.
holographic ones.
Okay, cool.
But this, she beat us. So if we were pack battling, we lost. She beat us.
Right on.
Yeah, this is a good one. I don't know how much it's worth. But I can look it up. You can give it to your son. They all live. They don't live here.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta mail them.
Okay, or I guess hold
Columbus,
them.
New Mexico.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting it. Oh no, I sent his
Well,
books already.
you sent his
Let's
books
see.
already.
But it's okay.
Let's see how much this one's worth. Let's see, $4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not bad, but yeah, it's a cool one. Cool hit. We've never got this one before. All right, so it's kind of fun. You rip a bunch. You see if you get any cool art, and it's just like collecting art. Like
Yeah,
it's just like
exactly.
little art things. So it's cool just to have as like a collection.
And
Yeah.
and it reminds you of a simpler time.
Yeah, just the
you was a little
nostalgia.
kid,
Yeah,
yeah,
and then
that's
the investing part of it too, where you hold it for a couple of years. It goes up. And you can sell them. So yeah, well, mahalo for doing that with me, and
Thank
mahalo
you.
for coming in and talking stories. This was
Thank you, bro. Thank you for
super
having
fun. I love talking stories with the both of you and like learning so much. I don't even know how you remember all those things.
I gotta
It's
be honest
crazy.
with you, bro. My daughter heard we was coming on. About time, Dad. I go, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Nobody knows us anyway.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I shout
like
out
to stay under the radar.
to
I don't
Taise
care.
and Kenji. That's how I found out about. I mean, I've seen your art actually, and I think you have shirts in stores, right? Like,
Used to.
Used to.
Get some
Oh,
rope
okay.
stuff around there, bro.
oh, okay, some what's it called? Like knockoffs or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've had a couple
but
people do
it's all right.
that.
They're trying to take care of the family, but
We've seen our.
ask permission first, bro.
Yeah.
You're okay. Yeah, this is okay, bro. I understand.
Yeah. But
Anyway.
all right. So before we start to close out, is there anything you want to share? If not, tell us where we can find you.
Well, this weekend we'll be at the.
Oh, this won't come out to the next week.
Oh, next weekend.
So
we
Mary
will be
Monarch,
at Mary
yeah.
Monarch from, I believe,
April 4th.
4th.
Yeah, 2
No,
days.
like 4th is a Saturday.
Yeah, something
so
anyway.
like that right after Easter, that next Tuesday we'll be at Mary Monarch. We're in the Civic. We're right next to the aunties that sell their
By the
kamani
bathrooms.
beads. By the bathroom.
Oh,
We're on
perfect.
that
By the
side.
bathrooms.
All right, take your
so-
take your shishi break, then go buy some
Yeah,
stuff.
You can
there
see
you
us.
go.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
online.
Online, our website is hawaiianatart.org, and then we're also starting to integrate Brooke Parker Hawaii art.
Yeah, I love that
Brooke
Hawaiian
Parker.
art.
You know why, bro?
So good.
Somebody already had Hawaiian art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody
Actually,
else.
our first Mary Monarch we went to, I liked Hawaiian at art because I wanted people to know he was a Hawaiian. He doing
But I
art.
was Hawaiian art, yeah, because but somebody already had
But what do you call with Hawaiian at art?
Of course.
It sounds like Hawaiian at heart.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
why.
It's a play on words.
Yeah, I
That's
love
why,
it.
So we just kept that,
Well,
but
it's-
we integrate it with the Brooke Parker.
When you got to
art.
type them out, it's like humbug, yeah, 'cause you go this one eye, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
So
But
Okay,
it
right
works.
on.
Yeah, we'll
Or
be
Brooke
at
Parker,
Mary
you
Monarch.
go just
Yeah, on
Google a name,
Instagram.
you go find
yeah,
it.
yeah, it'll be all in the episode description.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final words?
Thank you. Thank you for having
Hey,
me.
have a nice day.
Yeah, you guys
Live
too.
Pono,
Yeah.
drive good.
Yes.
Be
drive good.
healthy
And kind.
and kind.
Yeah.
And we have enjoyed getting to know you.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah, bro.
same,
You're an old
likewise.
soul, man.
Yeah.
You're an
Yeah.
old soul.
I'm excited to see you guys at Marry Monarch. I'll come by and talk
come by,
stories.
bro.
Yeah.
you.
Come by.
Yeah, well, mahalo, Brooke and Drena, for joining us on the Keep It Aloha podcast. Spread love, be kind to one another, and mahalo for listening to us today. We have new episodes every Thursday, so make sure you follow us and leave a review. I'm your host, Kamaka. Remember to always keep it aloha.